We're rolling into the weekend now. Have you done everything you need to do for Christmas? Have you spent way too much money that you probably shouldn't have spent on Christmas presents for random people? Because I totally have. But hey, that's okay. Let's make everything all better by watching some of the best Karen Freakouts of 2024 here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. And let's get back into the clips. Here we have a Karen performing a hit and run while drunk.
Your mom said
you're intoxicated. You can't walk.
I am not. I have sandals on, you dumb.
Good luck. Yes, I talked to her and I showed her a picture. Okay.
Oh,
good
yeah,
luck.
there you go. There's a salt. Stuck.
Exactly. Look at your goddamn truck. We asked
You're
you.
intoxicated. There it is. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, don't do it. Oh, Lord, don't do it. Oh, Lord, don't do it. Don't touch me. Oh, Lord, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm slurring my words. Your mom said stop.
I don't care what passenger side. Take alone. There it is. Don't touch it. There we go.
Your mom said
You're intoxicated. You
I
can't
am
walk.
not. I have sandals on, you dumb.
Seen him in accident.
You tried and they got mad. Bullshit.
That's all of the above. You guys are fucked.
Came back up.
Take it. When you hit it, you hit a parked vehicle? Let me know how that works.
I asked you about
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, don't do it. Oh, Lord, don't do it. Oh, Lord, don't do it. Don't touch me. Oh, Lord, don't do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord, don't do it.
He's being childish.
I'm more grown up than you guys. That's fine.
Because you can't drive.
That's fine. You're intoxicated and I got assault on both of you.
I am not intoxicated. You can off.
You're slurring.
There's literally an open beer in the razor.
I'll go talk to you, Mom, now.
Oh my god, there's a nickel over there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry, the passenger.
Your mom said good. You.
It is assault.
I got witnesses right here. Really?
Then watch that.
I got video,
witnesses
buddy.
with cameras out.
Yeah, this guy right here.
I wanted to help winch you
Sorry,
out.
this guy right here. So we couldn't
And I
get
came
out.
back up to
This
winch
guy
you out.
is here videoing. We went to his mom's house. I don't know who.
How we going, guys?
these
Appreciate the
are,
help.
But they're taking off.
Get him! Get him on there! Hey! You want a money shot?
Not of you. You're ugly. So he's going off the cliff, and we came around the side.
Yep, and hit my vehicle.
His mommy said, "Good luck, buddy."
Good morning, classy individuals. Let's do a backstory. But first, I'm going to show you this comment. So this is what she left. You can pause it and read it if you want to read it. I really don't have much explaining to do because I didn't do much wrong. I was in Butterfield Canyon driving up and hit some snow where I was crawling through just fine. And the side-by-side comes flying down and decides to wave me back. And I'm thinking somebody's dying. So I put it in reverse and start going back and hang a little bit off the cliff. At this point, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck. Fuck this. So as you can see here, here's another picture after they had already done the damage. But they tried to get by me and end up striking my vehicle. One of my friends, like my little brother, he had a friend with him and two girls that he doesn't have his license. So I was driving them around, not doing anything with them, just driving them around because I'm a good guy. So that explains that. And I wasn't drinking. So they got charged with hit and run. And
I don't know about you, but I'm 90% sure that when you slap someone's phone out of their hand, that is by definition assault. Heck, even battery, depending on things. Because, you know, you've just gone out of your way to knock their phone out of your way in an aggressive way where it goes spinning. You've definitely hit them directly to do that. And you don't know what extra damage you did. Like, I've legitimately seen a clip ages ago when a woman decided to slap someone's phone out of their hand right in front of the cops. The cops did not hesitate to immediately arrest him because, like, buddy, that's assault you did there. And of course the hit and run and then all this other mess that's gone along with it. It's just quite funny. So yeah, but at the end of that, it cuts off, I think, because he just didn't post fully. I don't know why it cuts off. He says they have been charged with hit and run, which is funny. Quite funny. She also responded to this one as well with another additional comment, which is very lacking grammar. He's the one that hit you. It had nothing to do with me. Leave me alone or I'm going to press charges against you for harassment. I'm sorry, but A, you caused this on your own volition. B, you made the comment on her, on this guy's original video. which kind of just opened yourself up to this mess when you've already done all the other mess. Like, I'm sorry, he might even say nothing from this point forward, but you will probably gain extra harassment from everyone else going, oh, you're the person who did it, lol. Some people are just stupid. In this clip, we've got a man in a mint jumpsuit at Target getting involved in some fight or another. I'm not 100% sure of the details because we don't really have any here, because we just have a random bystander who just witnessed it all. So here's a clip.
Don't tell me what to do. No, you back up. Don't be running up on me like y'all finna do something to me. I'll sue the shit out of both you or y'all. You ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. You talking about? I am somebody. You nobody. I'm somebody that's good in your face. Do what you do. Hey, get out my face. Bro, you better, hey. Back up. Hey, take work this. Back up. You put your hands on me, I'ma sue you, punk. Yeah, you're gonna go to jail. I ain't gonna go nowhere. Yeah, you are. I ain't gonna go nowhere. Now you get out my face. Yeah, stop spitting on me, bro. Shut up, punk. What you say? You're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. Go say what you really want to say. Say what you really want to say. Get out of here. Yeah, don't tell me to get out of here. If he disrespected me, that's liable. I'm supposed to confront him. Y'all get at him like that, bro. You don't get at me. I'm right the customer. Now, you're the issue. Right now. No, he's the issue. He disrespected me. Hey, what? Hey, don't, let me tell you something. Don't play hard because he here. He telling you the right thing. Yo, your mama's a bitch. Bitch ass wrong with you. Yeah, it's no. You, bitch ass. I got you. You. Okay, just stop over here. Weirdo. This all you got interposed behind you. So you call me a bitch, I'm gonna sue the shit out you. He's fired. He's fired. He's fired. Yeah. He's fired. Let's go talk over here, okay?
I do wonder why a 2-minute clip was posted over 5 separate parts, but I also assume that's probably because TikTok is a bit aggressive when it comes to these type of clips. I've tried posting things on TikTok before. They take them down so damn quickly sometimes. Anyway, to the employees there, I don't know if I would be willing to go to bat for your own company, especially when it looks like the guy's willing to throw punches and hurt you for some reason or another, considering, I don't know, they don't care about you. They're not going to, like, but at least from my experience with the jobs that I've worked at, they actively encourage you to not get involved in these type of things. Like, let's say you work at a fuel station. It literally tells you, cooperate with the robber and just do what they tell you to do very calmly and carefully, and then once they leave, you finally call the cops. Don't get yourself hurt. We aren't liable if you get yourself hurt when you do something stupid or something along those lines. It's not worth it. Sometimes it's better just to move on and leave it be. Call the cops and let them handle it if they arrive in time. Here we return to Dollar Tree, where we have an interesting situation that's going on, where an old man is having difficulties using his card at the checkouts, and the employee here is not exactly being helpful about it.
Only insert it right here. Listen, you got 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds to insert that card, or I'm going to void the transaction, and you're going to have to leave.
I want to check by myself. You must be quiet.
No, you must do what I'm telling you to do. It won't work.
Yes, I want to check by myself.
You just did. It didn't work. You can't swipe it. It's not that type of card.
Have that card if you don't know how to use it. Can't see it. I want to check.
And then when it doesn't do it, what are you going to do? It's not going to do it. Go ahead. It's not going to do it.
I want to check again.
Okay, go ahead. What does it say? Insert the card. What I've been telling you to do for the last 2-3 minutes.
I know.
If you'd have done it before, you'd be done, you'd be gone. You want to check again? Really?
No.
Brain dead.
Look, I understand the frustrations of some old people who just never grow to understand these type of things. No matter how many times you tell them this one thing, they'll never actually process it properly and do it correctly, but this is not how you react to that type of thing, especially when you're at the cash register and the old person you're helping here is not related to you in any way, shape, or form. This is not how you do this. I don't like saying people should get fired for things purely because I know what things are like right now in the world, but I hope you got some form of strong discipline for just how you treated that old guy for not being able to use a card correctly. Yes, he kept trying to swipe it when it wasn't a card that was going to swipe, but you know, sometimes they just don't quite understand that. So you've got to actually do your best to calmly help them, not yell at them, yell and scream at them for doing it wrong. That's never going to help the situation. This person was out getting their nails done in a certain nail salon, and in the middle of doing that, decided to leave and go elsewhere in order to apparently get money out. It turns out that when the person who was doing her nails followed her to wherever she was going to order some food. Weird.
Ma'am, you need to come back and pay. Okay. Or I'm gonna have to post you on the internet. Like, I'm serious. You need to come back and pay. Okay. You cannot get served and walk out my shop like that. I didn't get nothing free. No, ma'am. I can fix your nail. No, you're gonna have to come back and pay. Okay. I'm gonna post you on the internet. I'm serious. Okay. You're stealing from my business. No, I'm not stealing from your business. Yeah, so why didn't you pay? Why didn't you pay when you walk out my shop? Why didn't you pay?
I told you why when I left.
No, I don't trust you. You need to come back and pay, or I'm gonna post you up. And Elgin is small. It's only $20, $30 to pay, to do the right thing. You get served and you walk out.
I said, okay, but I'm not gonna talk to you here because this is...
No, you did not talk to me at my business. I asked you nicely to pay. I was polite to you. You walk out. No, and you think I'm not gonna follow you. This lady gets served in my business and she should walk out. And she over here ordering pizza.
Yes, because that was especially wise going, yeah, I'm gonna go get some money out of the ATM. Like, it's one of those things where would you want to make sure they had money first before you did their nails, but I also get the idea of not worrying about that too much. I don't know, interesting thing there, but it's quite funny. If you're trying to run away from paying your bills, you don't hang around in the same complex where you're going to be followed by the person you failed to pay bills to, only for them to catch you going to buy something else instead, which is kind of funny and very, very stupid. Here we have a pair who have completely missed their flight, and so rather than accepting that, oops, we stuffed up and maybe find a way to delay the flight, let's start yelling at the people who would be able to help us with that situation, because that's a great idea.
I'm a military person. I don't start trouble with people.
I understand that, but it was already...
Can I please go on my flight? I gotta go to work tomorrow.
The plane is still right here. You didn't even try to ask anybody, man. You sitting right here not doing nothing. Ask somebody first. Do that. You talk about, go ask somebody on the flight. Go ask somebody. Do that. You talk about all that money be paid in the plane. Ask somebody. No, that. Sir, you talk about, hey, go ask somebody. He got it. He got to ask somebody. Ask somebody first. I understand that. Don't just say no. Don't just say no. All that money we spend, go ask somebody first.
You know, usually if you talk to these staff nicely, let them know what's happened, exactly why you're late, and all these other reasons, I'm sure they would have been able to find a way to get you on the next available flight where they would have had a position to get you on. But unfortunately, I doubt they're going to be too willing to help you in the situation, considering that you're doing exactly this. You're going off of them. You're yelling at them because apparently it's their fault they didn't quadruple 5 times check you, to potential check you're here before they let the flight go. There's only so many times they can check these type of things, you know? Personally would have been like, yeah, sure, it's just this item, this in the bag, there's not really much else in there. And maybe, depending on how I feel the day and depending on the police themselves, I might be willing, like, sure, you can take a brief look, whatever. But ultimately, I also completely understand why you would refuse it, and also, it's your right to refuse it. You don't have to accept a search. Heck, the only way they can force a search out of you is if they have a warrant to do so. Like, it's just one of those things. They pulled you over because they thought your tint's not legal. And when they've checked it, it turns out your tint is perfectly legal. So at that point, it's kind of just let you go and move on, because this clip comes from a guy who trains service dogs. And while he's gone down to this local pizza shop here to have some food with one of the service dogs that he's currently training. And the person who's working there, Lucas, who's apparently a manager as well, decides like, nope, that's not happening. You have to sit outside with your service dog. You're not allowed inside with your service dog, which, if you know anything about these laws, you know that's kind of discrimination. Anyway, here's the clip.
We don't have to call the cops again.
I told you it was a service animal. Can I get a menu, please?
Do you have papers for the service animal?
I don't have to have papers for the service animal.
We don't allow dogs in here, period. No matter what. Even if it's a service animal, you can seat them outside if you want to, but...
It doesn't matter. Can I please get a menu?
No, sir, you can't.
You're violating federal law. Can I get a menu, please?
No.
Can I get your name?
My name's Lucas.
Okay. Can I please get a menu?
Are you going to order food?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to ask you to sit outside because you have a dog.
No.
That's how this works.
That's not how that works.
It is how this works. We don't allow dogs inside no matter what. If you have a service animal, we allow you to sit on the patio on a leash. So if you want to sit outside, you're welcome to.
These are customers, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I get a menu, please?
Absolutely not.
Well, you're violating federal law.
We don't allow dogs inside, unfortunately.
You don't have that right. Can I get a menu, please? You have to tell everyone to leave the restaurant. PTSD service dog.
PTSD? Get a paper?
Yes, but you're not getting them.
How am I supposed to know that's what that does? There's no vest on the
Because I told you that. It's a felony for me to tell a lie.
Apparently, the owner of the store showed up afterwards and apologized to the guy for this entire interaction and the mess about this, and he said that he will educate his staff members moving forward. He'll even order something off Amazon, which are pamphlets that explain the laws around service animals and things along those lines. Apparently, our manager is not going to lose his position, which... I would say this might not be something I would personally fire someone over, but at the same note, it is technically a federal offense and could cause a lot of issues for the store if the person who owned the service dog got the police involved in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know about that one. Either way. So the story to this one here is a staff member here was waiting for someone to show up for their appointment, and they never showed up. So about 25 minutes later, they decided to move on to the next person who was there waiting to get their pedicure done. Anyway, a little while later, the person who was meant to be there for the appointment showed up, and when it turns out that she's now serving someone else, she decides to lose it in a way that is completely stupid.
Go ballistic in about 2 seconds. You just wasted all of my time.
No, that's okay. See, call police. I don't worry. That's okay. Don't worry.
Today is my birthday. This was my treat to myself. You could give me my $40 back and I'll leave.
Why I give you $40 back?
Because that's what I paid for the deluxe pedicure.
You return your Groupon and give you back money back.
No, Groupon's not giving me money back.
They not pay me. They not pay me. Why I pay you?
Because I have an appointment right now at 4 o'clock.
But you know you come late.
You called me 6 times in the car.
No.
What do you mean, no? This is not your phone number. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm working.
Is it your phone number? Look, you called your phone number. You called me 5 times. You called me 5 times while I was driving here. I kept on pulling over to answer your phone calls.
Go get her license plate. Go out there. Go get her license plate, quick. Take my phone. Here, record her license plate.
Yes, because that's what you do when you're late to your own appointment that you would have planned like at least a day or two ahead of time. If you make an appointment, maybe make sure you make it to the appointment at least at the scheduled time. Heck, maybe a little bit earlier so you know you're there on time, not 20, 30, 40 minutes later, because of course they're already going to move on into doing someone else. And usually 9 times out of 10, you can just sit there and wait and they'll do you next, no problems, no questions asked. But instead you decide to lose it like this, and then on your way out throw and break stuff on from this business, which is definitely a great look for you. Great, amazing look when you've already paid them for something. They have your card details, you know. Here we have a Karen in Chipotle going off at either a staff or another person who's there as a customer. Either way, she's going off at them, and another customer steps in and starts to go off at them. And so you know what the Karen does? Calls them a Karen. That's how it goes, right?
No shit, do not address me. I'm talking to her.
That's unnecessary.
I asked her a question in a nice way. Don't address me if I'm not addressing you unless you want to get your ass beat and and I know you don't want to get your ass beat. Bitch, I know you don't want to get your ass beat at Chipotle. Shut the up talking to me then. You never had to say nothing to me. I talked to her. Shut the up. Karen. Karen.
What seems to be the issue here?
This bitch is talking to me and I'm talking to her. Bitch, I asked a question. Shut the up, bitch. Now shut the up.
Can I get you guys to, keep it to a minimum?
Mama, she know I will beat her ass if she don't shut the up. Don't address me. Don't address me. Because I was waiting. I just said, how long have you been waiting? And I asked her that. Not you, you dusty, dirtbag ass little bitch. Big back ass bitch.
Right. Can I get you to stop insulting her before I have to call her?
When Karens get called out for their behavior, they decide to call the person calling them out a Karen. Because, they can't handle being wrong, because that's how Karen behavior is. It's just like this entire thing. No. I can't be the Karen. You're the Karen, because you're the one who started this. You're the one who got involved in something you weren't involved in the first place. Even though I was going off at this person, I was only asking them a question, not what you're thinking. Here we have a crazy dog owner who's going off at a guy who's supposedly a criminal, apparently, even though from what story we have here and what he says doesn't really describe him as such. Though granted, we don't know what exactly happened prior to this clip entirely. Here's the clip.
Why'd you roll up the window? Because you're a pussy.
Touch me.
And you got scared.
Touch me.
Why do you want me to touch
you?
Why do you want me to touch you?
Me.
Touch me.
Touch me.
Touch me.
Touch me.
Touch me.
So why you look at my truck? Why you look at my truck?
Because you're a criminal.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I'm criminal?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I got it on your face.
Okay, criminal. Oh, see, now you touch me.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what?
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna you now. Because you know what?
Go ahead. Okay.
Touch me, man.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want? What do you want?
Touch me, remember?
What do you want?
Touch me.
What do you want? Touch me. Touch me again. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look. He touched my truck. He touched all my stuff. I protect myself. Look at this. Look at this.
What?
Look at this. What are you looking for?
My phone.
You stole my wallet? See? He threw away my head right there. I throw away
glasses.
Good job, bro. Throw away one more. One more time. Right here. Right here. Right here.
You want to keep yelling?
I'm right here.
Say right here one more time. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Back up.
Say it one more time.
Back up.
Say it right here now.
Back up. Back up.
Say it.
Back up.
Say it.
Back up.
Say it.
Back up, bro.
No,
I don't want to hit you.
Say back up.
I don't want to hit you.
Say back up.
I don't want to
say back up.
Hey.
Say back up.
Back up.
Thank you. Good.
Back up.
Good, you do what you're told.
Back up. Back up.
I'm going to hazard a guess that the guy shoved him against the truck after the whole phone debacle, especially considering how the phone just started spinning for a bit there. That's what I'm assuming happened here. Again, we don't know because, when someone gets moved like that and your phone kind of goes everywhere, it's not really easy to make sure to keep recording things that are happening to you. So, yeah. And even then, it just, before I said, like, I'm curious on what happened prior to the clip here, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, and especially in this situation here where he put his hands on him, unless the guy behind the camera physically hit you prior to him recording, nothing warrants this type of crap. Seriously. Oh, but he went off at me, he insulted me and stuff like that, he hurt my pride. Yeah, so, sticks and bones may break my bones? Like, okay, he's only saying words. He's not actually assaulting you like you chose to do here because you can't contain your own rage. And also, poor dog there. Like, the dog is just sitting there cowering when his owner was losing it, and how he got whipped around on a leash by that guy as he was losing his head. It's just seemingly insane. And if that's his truck, his seat's just completely non-existent. Like, what? Here we have a clip of a Karen who got denied boarding of this plane because of various reasons, which will become very, very obvious the moment you start watching the clip. But I'm just going to say, this is kind of crazy.
What are you guys going to do now? Where are you going to publish? Where am I going? Where am I going? I told you. Hey, babe, they don't let me go. No way, you don't say. But she thinks it's going to do Alright, I'm going home. You guys are supposed to put me on the plane. What am I going to do sitting there? What am I going to do sitting there? First of all, we got babies up in here. Tell me!
Stop yelling.
No, I'm not. Tell me what I'm supposed to do sitting there. I was supposed to be on that flight. I'm an American citizen. No, I'm not going to calm down. I am an American citizen. You guys didn't put me on that flight. You took off without me. For what? I need to file a complaint. I need to file a complaint over this man right here. I need to file a complaint over this man right here.
Security here. Security down the ride.
No, I'm saying
Quarter be here in a minute.
Complaint over him. I'm saying I need to file a complaint over him. I need to file a complaint. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I need to file a complaint. I need to file a complaint over that man. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Your answer's fine. It's just submitted.
I need to file a complaint over this man right here. He didn't allow me on the plane because he didn't allow my tickets to be checked. This man, me and you, this flight is going to go off. This will allow me on. This man didn't allow me on. This man didn't allow me on for his own biases. He didn't allow me on. Hey, white guy! Hey, colonial man! What's up, dude?
Wrong, like you said.
You guys are from high school! Talk to me about it, you little bitch ass! Talk to me about it! What's up?
Man, the fact that you can yell like that for that long period of time, and the clip itself is 4 minutes, so you can probably guarantee that it's most likely been going on for at least 10 minutes, maybe even longer than that. I'm surprised that your voice hasn't started to give way, your throat isn't starting to hurt, and other things along those lines. Like, your voice still going at that crazy nut level is something else for damn sure. I mean, I do this type of stuff for a living. I do voiceovers, and it still goes and kills my throat every now and then. Also, is it just me, or Does anyone else think that when she was trying to push herself off the seat, the police should just let her drop? Granted, that would have involved a potential lawsuit, yada yada yada. Yeah, I get why it didn't happen, but it would have been funny. Here we have a trucker following someone after some casual road rage.
Go, say something. Say something. Say something. Go, go, go. Go, say something. Go, go, go. Go. Say something. Go. Say something cool or go. Say something cool or go. Say something cute or go. Do something or go. Leave. Leave. Go. Go. The ricochet was crazy though. LOL. I said the ricochet was crazy though when I said it very loud. Keep going. You got a big truck. Keep going.
Must be one quiet day in the office for that truck driver for him able to take time out of his potentially busy schedule to follow this person to wherever they went, and when they parked just to tell them, do you want your finger broken? What a beautiful use of time. Goodness. Here we've got an interesting one. So here is a rapper known as Flash got healed. That's what his name seems to be. I probably said that wrong. We're going to not worry about that. He's at a local Chipotle and it has a bit of issues with keeping a very good presentation that he calls out.
Don't come back to Chipotle. Look how they serving this. The food in this, whatever Chipotle this is, don't come back to it. You got dirty dishes right there. Pile of dirty dishes. You got lettuce in my sour cream. You got steak in the chicken. You got the dried beans, dried up cheese. The worker's back there. He the manager.
Hey, get out.
I don't got to get out no way unless you're going to make me come get out. I don't care. I wasn't buying the food no way, dickhead.
We're not serving
I ain't
you
buying the food no way. I'm dumb. What do you mean?
Don't buy the food
okay, so
out.
now
You don't
what?
need to be
Get it. I don't care. You're going to hear about this. You're not even a manager. Take your ass back there.
I am a manager.
Oh, okay. So why are you talking? Look at how your presentation is. So, what? Okay, yeah, I'm glad you came and got on camera.
Okay.
Cool. You'll hear about this. Get the dishes. Get the dishes. How you gonna let dishes pile up like this at the front of your business? How you gonna have the table set up? We learned this at McDonald's. Keep your preparation clean. You cooking people food on that. Your line is horrible.
Some people say he's a Karen for this, but quite honestly, this just seems to be a very massive cross-contamination just problem there. It's probably been a bit of a busy day, especially considering how long that line is, so you're probably not doing things correctly. You're shortcutting and doing X, Y, and Z, but, at a certain point, there are still certain standards that you should probably try and attempt to keep up with. And one of those things is to at least tidy up when food ends up into the wrong bin with other food. I've seen it when I've gone and gotten something from Subway, some lettuce or some cheese has fallen out of their hands and fallen into a different cup or container. They just take it out and most likely throw it away or like other things along those lines, but they don't leave it in there because, it looks bad. And again, the pile of dishes just directly behind you, again, it looks bad. And I get it's busy, but maybe put a little bit more effort just to make it look better because the dishes behind you looks whack, but ultimately I don't care that much about that. It's just the state and messiness of the entire where they grab your food to put into your meal from is pretty bad. Here we're at a poker tournament where a person is unable to keep their cool in a very fierce competitive match of poker where people are probably doing their best to get into their head because that's how these type of competitions go. Anyway, she cracks under the pressure and does something very crazy.
You gonna arrest me? You gonna throw me out of here?
Screaming doesn't make you
You wanna
right,
arrest me and
lady.
throw me out of here? It's my call. I'm in the storm and I paid for it.
$1,500. You keep talking about how much
I am not
all
gonna.
of us spent.
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Doing 3 chips.
I'm playing my hand.
Where's you're good.
Verbally abused. And nobody's doing anything about it. Harassed, threatened. Security's being called on me. I haven't done anything wrong. I got 9 people berating me. I'm not allowed to stick up for myself. I've done nothing wrong.
Sir, I won't know it's the word again.
I have done nothing wrong.
No, ma'am, from security. Unfortunately, you're being asked to leave the table for hours.
And I'll sue this place. I will sue you for discrimination.
That is what's happening.
Tonight because your behavior being last.
It is not my behavior. It is their behavior, and it's not being properly policed. This guy's cursing. These people have been cursing. They all have been making fun of me and berating me. They've all been harassing me. I haven't done anything wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I play by the rules. I don't do anything wrong.
Yes, ma'am, we're going to be trespassing a female in purple.
No! Why would I refuse to leave?
We're losing all this time, too. Like, I want to get on with it. Come on. Drag her ass out of here, please.
So I am what? You're taking me out of the tournament.
It's going to be the third hand.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
Button's going to be moved, guys. All right. Dead button here. I'm sorry, not a dead button. One big. One big.
That's insane. That's insane.
All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Have a great time.
I'm thrown out of this tournament, and I did nothing wrong. Nothing. This whole table was ganging up on me. I spent $8,000 to stay here. You've been harassing me. You got 9 people are harassing me. Why don't you take anything to them? Why is this acceptable? Talk in the hallway.
Where's your other chips?
I spent money to be here.
The chips stay?
You understand what I'm saying? How come nobody else understands what I'm saying?
Oh, the chips got to come out.
Taking me out here for what? I haven't done anything. I got nothing to lose. They're checking this whole thing up against me. No, they are all allowed to yell, but I'm not. They're allowed
Next
to make
hand,
fun of me
please.
for that.
We already lost about 30 minutes with the play.
What have I got to lose? What have I got to lose?
All right, ma'am.
What are you going to do to me? I'm done already.
Property, I hereby advise you.
I worked my ass off. I had nothing to show for it. But you guys are over
Look, poker is one of those type of games where if you can see an opportunity to get into someone else's head to make them less secure and less confident in what they're doing in that game of poker, most people are going to take that chance and do that, especially in a scenario like this where this is competitive poker. This isn't just simply you're making bets and potentially going to make money. No, this is a proper, full-on tournament, so things are going to be taken a lot more seriously than what they even are at a typical casino, where they're still being taken quite seriously in the first place. Just there's a bit of alcohol involved. Here there isn't. Actually, maybe there is for her, because she seems to be a bit off her nutter, and when everyone's ganging up on her a little bit because it's easy to pressure her out of the game, which you can say is a bit unfair to some degree, ultimately it's one of those things where you have to keep a level head, otherwise they're going to continue to pick you apart until you leave the game because, one less person in the competition. Here we are at an airport where we are here watching a bartender at the airport who is seemingly a little bit out of it.
Yeah, one more time. Let's see the cup fly. I want to see it fly. Look at my face. Hey. Just the coolest bartender in the world. You want to look? Boy. Nice. Alright, that's enough. Let's just enjoy. That's enough. Yeah.
Take it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything. No.
You have glasses in front of you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. No.
Can I have my
beer, please?
He won't. He won't take it. He won't take it. Take it. Buddy. Take it. Take the glass.
I'm good. He wants. Can he get his? I know.
It's
It all good. It just might be.
Welcome to Denver.
I've got so many questions on what's going on here. Is he drunk? Is he high? Is he just got some mental disabilities that seem to be clicking in at a terrible time here, causing some very weird issues here? I'm genuinely confused on what even is happening here. It just seems so weird, to say the least. I don't know. According to the guy who posted this, apparently management is taking care of this, but as I said, this clip leaves me with so many questions and no answers for them. Here we have a guy who's having a bit of a kerfuffle with his manager, the person who's in charge of the apartment complex that he's living in. Clearly there's been multiple issues leading up to this point here, but here we get to see the most recent straw on the camel's back, where he decides to discuss to a potential tenant about his experiences living there.
Place to live? Why? You're gonna evict me? No, you're not, because I got proof.
I don't care. I just heard you tell my client or my future tenant who wants to move in.
Yeah, it's a free country.
It doesn't matter.
It's a free country. You can't evict me. You cannot evict me. I'm not.
That is against a lease violation.
That's not a lease violation. It's a freedom of speech.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, whatever. It's a freedom of speech. You cannot legally evict me for telling somebody not to be here. Nope. Fix the elevators. Owe us the money that you need to owe us. I gotta pay what? I gotta pay what?
They took it out because you had to pay your back promotions. I guess Ashley didn't tell you.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Well, good luck trying to evict me, because you're gonna get sued.
Now, as soon as you have a team of lawyers, you won't be able to sue us.
I will. I will sue you.
Just wait.
I will sue you. Have a great day, Christy.
So I just received a 30-day non-compliance on my door. They said that I was behaving in a loud, obnoxious manner and disturbing or threatening the rights of the comfort, health, safety, or convenience of others. First and foremost, there's nobody in this building. Nobody has rented the building. My neighbors, hella cool with me. I everybody, you feel me? Like, everybody is cool. My neighbor got my back because they straight up lied on my ass yesterday that I cut somebody out, and then we got the whole damn story straight. Now they want to go back and say, oh, well, you're disturbing the peace and other people's safety, this and that, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to give you a 30-day non-compliance. So within that 30 days, I can't complain and shit, or else they're going to evict me. Which would make no damn sense.
You know what's funny? The TikTok account that posted these clips, at least recently, is just now gone. Vanish. Poof. Bye-bye. Maybe those lawyers that the woman was talking about in the first clip actually came to haunt him and removed everything that he said about the situation. Granted, though, it's now out on the internet, been circulated by multiple channels like mine, so it's not really gone. It's going to linger around and be a continuous nonsense for quite a while until it vanishes again. I don't know. It's a very intriguing situation here, considering it's like, yeah, I would imagine that any real estate agent or owner or landlord would be a bit peeved off if you get rid of a prospective tenant because you tell them your experiences, and most of them are bad experiences. I can definitely get that they would be pretty annoyed at that. But at the same time, where's the saying, Lisa, that you can't tell your honest opinion about the experiences in an apartment complex? Maybe some leases have that, others don't. It's one of those weird oddities. Here we have a casual argument between, I think, customers in this clip. Maybe it's a registered person. I don't know exactly. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. I'm not going to give much more about it. Here's the clip.
Don't say something like that to me. It's insulting. What are you talking about? I will call the police right now, dude. That's right. You just asked me to take this outside and you're cursing at me, dude? What do you think that means, dude? What are you doing to me? Are you psychotic? Are you psychotic?
I think you're the one of your psychotics.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is right.
You were just threatening me, basically, all right? I'm a human being. I can complain about whatever I want to. Can I pay now, Steve? It is not up to me. It is. Where? Card. It's the card. Okay. It will not be a wonderful evening. That person just basically threatened me.
Sometimes I wish these clips were longer, but no. Here we have the ultimate lesson on why you should lock your car at night, especially if it's out on your driveway.
Unfortunately for the person here, they did not see the camera footage of what happened the night beforehand before she went out there.
Please don't ever come back to my car again. I'm sorry. Please don't. Did you take anything from my car? Okay, you promise? I can't do this. Please don't ever come back here. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's okay. The street's over there. It's okay. It's okay.
Apparently ended up calling 911 and they found the guy not too far down the road. Apparently, according to the guy, he Ubered to the wrong place late at night when he was drunk out of his mind kind of deal and then just crashed at this car. Weird. I don't get it. I'm sure the woman here got a very good wake-up call of, maybe I should lock my car at night. The person behind the camera here has overheard an old man who seemingly was in distress and so went over to figure out the situation and what was going on here. It turns out that this person was trying to get an old man to admit fault for a scratch on her car that he didn't even do.
Ma'am, that is wrong. I did not. You just moved what was supposed to be.
What happened?
I touched her car with my door, but look when I got out. But she was saying it was all the way up here. No. It wasn't. She just erased that. No, that was there.
Oh, okay. So let me open it and see. So it was parked just like this, right?
Just like this.
Okay, let's open it and see.
He swung it open hard.
So you said that it started from here. So his door don't even reach there. It goes there. That's where his door reaches.
She knows it
So
doesn't.
this he did not do because his door starts here.
That's what I was trying to tell
And
her.
then if it can't go all the way there. So he did not do this.
I didn't do it.
He did not do this.
Okay.
Because his door doesn't even go there.
Okay.
Man, would you give me your number?
Yeah, I'll give you my number because this, and I'm recording this because this is proof that she was trying to say this is caused by your door.
Right.
And it's not at all.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I believe you after seeing it, that you opened the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay. Just relax before you start driving.
Sorry for causing you distress, sir. Yeah. I really thought it was so bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, man, so much.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want my number or anything?
Yes,
just in
ma'am.
case? Okay. I'll put it in your phone.
Okay.
All of this over a little scratch on your car. Good lord. Look, okay, I should make this clear. I understand that you'd be annoyed at this. Genuinely, I also have been at the times where I've spotted scratches on my car, imperfections in the paint, or just a massive scratch upon the plastic cladding that was on my previous car. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, I know, world ending. Very annoying, definitely. Especially when you have bright colored paint. But at the end of the day, it's a scratch. You're probably going to cause them yourself on accident on multiple different occasions just because that's just how they go sometimes. And it's not like you're using a multi-million-dollar car here where the paint costs like $100,000 to do. No, you're just in a flippin' SUV. It's like, there's not the end of the world, and literally I don't think insurance would even care about this. Like, I don't know, it seems so stupid. It caused some guys so much distress about a situation purely because you're just wanting someone to pay for the scratch on your car. Here we have a very interesting series of clips here. So basically, this person's come into this grocery store and has gone to the cash registers. She's put a basket on the thing and expects the cash register to unload it. I will honestly go in more detail about my feelings on that at the end of all this, purely because there's a lot to go through. The second clip is after the cash register called the police, which is kind of stupid, but anyway, it happened. And then the last clip is after a lot of people in the comment section of the first two clips called her petty and other things along those lines. Let's roll through them.
So this man here, he acting like he gonna die if he unpack my groceries, even though, as y'all know, I'm outside with my hands full of stuff, but it's killing him. And now he have left the register because he doesn't want to unpack my groceries. Because this is what America is. Like, You're not at self-checkout, but you can't get service at the actual checkout because if they have to actually touch groceries, it's gonna kill them. Like, Lord Jesus, I don't get it. Everybody wants this American dream, but I promise you, any type of work is impossible for people. I want them to take the groceries out the basket. He called the police. Yes, that's why. He called the police. I went to another line because he didn't want to ring my groceries. But I haven't left, but I'm still at a register waiting for somebody to ring my groceries. Oh, Lord.
I can't force her to take her groceries out.
I'm trying to tell him that he don't make no sense.
If not, you're gonna have to leave. If they don't...
I just want to pay for my groceries. I don't even understand why he called the police on me for trying to pay for my groceries. He is literally weaponizing the police against a black person for trying to grocery shop. I've been here for 30 minutes and he called the police on me because I won't do it myself. I'm not at self-checkout. And he, because he won't let them ring up my groceries. I don't even understand it. That's why I'm recording it. It's ridiculous.
So, unfortunately, if you don't take them out,
I want you to tell me whatever you're going to tell me because I'm going to just give it to his boss in the morning because he called the police on me because he didn't want them to do their job and ring up my groceries. Take it off of where? And put it where?
hold it.
Yeah. This is his issue. This is this man's issue over there, that I wouldn't take the groceries out there. I was holding it, which is why I didn't take it out the basket. I was holding all of this in my hand, and I said, sir, I got all this stuff in my hand. And he said, well, then I'm not going to ring up your groceries. I don't understand people. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is this a reason to call the cops? Am I a criminal right now? Like, he literally called the police because I didn't want to move the groceries out the basket. And in the morning, I'm going to bring this to your boss and I'm going to make them fire you because you called the police on me for not ringing up my own groceries.
So I'm just making this post because I see a lot of y'all are very uptight about stuff that you can't control. And first of all, you know what the police officer told him? If you ever call me back up here again for something so stupid, you will get arrested. He apologized to the police for calling the police. And he apologized to me because guess what? The store policy is literally they do have to take the groceries out of the basket. They also deliver your groceries home in a whole shopping cart for free if you spend over $50. And anybody questioning if I have EBT? I don't. But if you have something to sell me, I'll take it. Bitch, I'm a paying American citizen and I work in service. And I serve people. And sometimes you do things that are a little bit out of the way. But that change jar at the tip of his register, wanting a tip, and then telling everybody else not to ring my groceries up, and then calling the cops, I dragged it. I love when people drag it because you're right. I'm off for 4 days. I got nothing but time.
I look at this and I just find this fight to be very, very extremely petty. And from both sides, honestly. It's very petty to get this all up in arms when one guy doesn't want to unload your basket for you in a case like this. And it's also extremely petty from that register person to say, hey, no one else server, blah, 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 crap like that. And then also to call the police on a situation like this. That is extremely petty, really stupid, beyond me is a very big waste of police time, and that is something I think we can all agree on here. And ultimately, I do kind of get where she comes from a little bit here. At least over here in Australia, I used to work registers myself, not anymore because it is the least enjoyable job to ever do. I'm so glad I got out of it. Anyway, one of the more common things is like older people with walkers or something along those lines who've only gotten a basket and has a bunch of items in their basket. They would just usually put the basket on the conveyor belt and kind of just let the conveyor belt take it to you, and you just have to pull the items out of the basket and scan them. It is just something you do because, you know, sometimes some people just can't unload the baskets themselves too easily at the height of those counters, or B, they just don't want to and they're lazy. And it's kind of one of those things as customer service, you just do it because going after it in any other way is kind of just stupid and unnecessary waste of time and waste of effort and just a big way to annoy other customers that are potentially waiting in line. It's just like they'll do it, you just unload it, you scan the items and you just do your job. It's not worth this crap, honestly, at all. It is very, very petty that she's taken the stance that she has here, and again, very petty from the register point of view as well for just treating it how it is here. It's just a very petty situation as a whole. Here we have a bartender in LA attempting to catch some dine and dashers, going to extreme lengths to stop them from going away after their cars declined on a $140 bill.
the card.
You know what? I'll give you
So where
mine.
are you going?
I was going to get cash out of the ATM.
Well, why does he have to leave?
I don't know why.
There's an ATM inside.
There is an ATM inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Inside the restaurant.
Okay.
So let's go. Get out the car and let's go.
Let's go. No one's trying to rob
I'm
you.
not the one, honey. I'm not the
I'm
one.
not trying to rob
I'm
you.
not paying $140.
I'm not trying to rob you.
It looks like you are though.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's go.
Dude, seriously.
Sorry, baby. I'm East Coast. I'll
That's
play
fair.
this shit.
Can I have my card then? So I'm walking
Okay,
with
I'll
you.
give you your card when you pay your bill.
That's fair.
Look, I don't know if it was worth that unnecessary danger you did put yourself in, depending on whom these people could have ended up being, but at the same time, I get it. It's one of those things where, by how she gives her argument, why'd I stumble so much there, she pretty much states that she'll be the one who has to pay that tab if they don't. And, you know, nobody's got $140 burning a hole in their pocket they're willing to lose because someone else did something stupid and couldn't afford to pay the bill that the drinks they drunk that night, which is kind of wild, but I get it. And you know, it worked. They did come back in and go to get cash out, apparently. I wonder how this went down afterwards. Here we have a guy who's come to retrieve the goods that he's left in a car that he stole previously, and these goods were left in there after he got caught with it by the police. And now he has the audacity to go back to the house where he stole this car from and demand for his personal items from the person who they stole the car from. You can't make this type of stuff up. Here's the clip.
Gave the keys to my Subaru for it.
The Acura key, the shaved Acura key, dude? You can't, so we have you on video, bro.
I didn't give that key.
The car was stolen.
The car was stolen. You were f***ing caught in it. Your name's Caleb, right? Right, your name's Caleb Lundquist, and that's Whitney Smith. We know. I do have your card, though, if you'd like your card back.
I'd like all my stuff back, bro.
Well, we would have liked the card not to get stolen, too, but you didn't give a f***.
I don't steal
So,
cars. I have a car.
then how the f*** were you in that car, bro?
Because I bought it.
You didn't buy it. I have you on camera getting in it. Do you see all these f***ing cameras?
You do, huh?
Yeah, I sure in the f*** do.
We got a camera right there. We got one on the side right here.
You're f***ing ballsy,
You
dude.
got my face on that camera?
You're f***ing ballsy.
You got my face on the camera?
On all these cameras. We sure. How the f*** do you think they found you, dude? They had your name. They knew that you were a f***ing known f***ing meth addict.
This f***ing Caleb?
This f***ing Caleb.
The audacity.
He wants his shit out of f***ing.
What? That's all gone. What shit do you think was in there?
What shit? Because the cops took everything, dude. Why don't you ask the cops where your shit is? All that was evidence.
No, like the
You're known.
Like the bike in the back?
Yeah, it's all
Gone. It was all stolen shit.
No, it's not.
Well, then ask the f***ing cops. Whose stolen car is this, dude?
It's my f***ing car.
Then why weren't you Why would you steal someone's car and then think you had the f***ing right to come back?
Steal a car.
Who'd you buy it from?
Who'd you buy it from? They look just like you because these cameras look just like you.
No, I bought it from somebody who says they were
What's his name?
What's his name?
Took
I
way too long.
don't know. They said they were
Oh,
him.
you just
How
buy
do I
cars?
know?
Him who? Him who? Who's that? Because we'd like his ID back. We'd like his ID back. And we'd like his cards back.
I don't have them.
Oh, and we don't have your shit.
Have a good day.
You're f***ing ballsy, dude.
Do you really think I'd come back?
Yes, I do. Dude, do you know how many people know you? Everyone around here said, "Hey, Caleb Lundquist." They told us who the f*** you were. How is that? We don't know anyone like that because we don't run in that f***ing game. But they know you.
So you guys don't have my shit then?
We have none of your shit. We have our shit that you f***ing took. That's what we have.
I didn't take nothing.
Okay.
You had it, so I mean.
Well, you were just released from jail, so.
I didn't take nothing.
Have a good day, man.
I'm gonna file a police report.
Please do, bitch. You're f***ing wild.
Yeah, and as I said, the audacity to even think about doing this is absolutely unreal. And then threatening to file a police report about the stolen goods inside of a car that you stole is just... it's just hilarious. because it's just like, can he see the irony of this entire situation? Because like, no dirt, any of the belongings that were in there that weren't the people who owned the car would have just been taken by the police as evidence for their shit. It's just how that goes. Anyway, the story continues. So here's a sequence of events. So on the Wednesday night, the car was stolen. Here's that clip. And on Thursday, they caught him and got the car back. Here's that clip.
Dude, we f***ing got him. We f***ing got him. Gresham PD, let's go.
And a part of the entire story that they give us within a different clip, which I'll just say, hey, go to their TikTok account if you want to see the full story in full immaculate detail. They were instructed by the police to just throw the items out that don't belong to them in that car. And that's what they did. And exactly, these are probably the items that good old Caleb here was trying to retrieve a week after the fact. Not even a few days after the car was returned. No. A full week he has the audacity to come back and make an attempt for those items, which, if they threw out, the bins most likely have been taken by now, and that belongings are long. Here we have a guy who rode his electric bike up the trail up to the top of this mountain here. Another guy isn't exactly so happy about that because apparently it's against the law, it's against policies, all this other shenanigans, and they're getting a bit of a kerfuffle about it. Here's a clip.
What's lame about it, brother?
It's against the law. This is totally against the law.
But what does it bother you? What are you pulling a Karen for, brother?
A Karen?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about? It's not that big of a deal.
It is a big deal.
It's an e-bike.
It's not an e-bike. It's an e-motorcycle. Where's your goddamn pedals?
E-motorcycle? It's an e-bike, brother.
Dude, you're out of line here. Oh, are you feeling this because it's cool?
Because it doesn't matter to you. What harm does it do to you? It
does everything.
But her, because you just hiked 4 hours to get up here and I just did it in like 30 minutes? What harm does it do to you? What harm does it do to you?
It does a shitload of harm. You're eroding the trail.
Yeah,
you're coming up, you're making noise. You're playing your music. You're breaking the policy.
Okay.
The Forest Service has a policy, and you're going to get busted, dude. I'm calling the cops. I'll call them now. They'll meet you down at the parking lot.
Call the cops, brother.
You can explain to them.
I'm sure you'll have a great day because of that.
You can explain to them why you think you're so special that you get to ride a motorcycle up here.
It's not a motorcycle.
It is
It's an e-bike.
You are such a idiot.
Dude, screw you, brother.
You really are.
Go have a good day. Oh my gosh.
Like, can you not walk up here? Like, that's a motorcycle.
Dude.
It's powered by electricity.
He's only freaking bothered because he just hiked 4 hours to get up here, and I just did it in 30 minutes, and I get the same result.
You didn't get any
Telling
result.
you guys.
Your balls
get
are like the
e-bike.
size of freaking peanuts because you ride this little pussy bike up here.
Do something about it.
What do you want me to do?
Well, what do you want to do?
What do you want me to do?
What?
What do you want me to do? You asked me, what do you want me
Do
to do?
something.
I'm calling the cops, dude, and that's what
Congratulations. I'm sure it makes your day a whole lot better.
No, this who's riding
this
bike up
doesn't
here,
do crap
yes,
up here,
it does.
brother.
Why do you think they have policies and rules? Because riding electronic motorcycles tears up the trail. It's counter to the management policy of the Forest Service, and every single thing about it is prohibited up here.
Perfect, yeah.
And you're the exception, right?
Oh yeah, totally. It's an e-bike.
Great, it's an e-bike.
All right.
It's a gas bike, whatever. This is a motorcycle that's powered by electricity.
Well, guys, we got a wonderful view up here.
To ride a real motorcycle.
This guy wants to see my balls, apparently.
So
Motorcycle. Check out this view,
Think
though.
how cool you are that you don't even have the balls to ride a real motorcycle.
Hope you guys know that I'm like
Only place
super
you can
cool,
ride
way cooler than this guy.
Now, before we get into actually giving our opinions on these type of things, an additional thing that was added by the guy who posted this clip is apparently both him and the guy in green made up after this. They were all good. He apologized, and they were all buddy-buddy after squashing the beef, and nothing much really happened afterwards. I wish I knew. I don't know the location here, so I can't look into if they're actually breaking rules or not here, but it is a very interesting question here, so I'm going to leave it to you guys. What are your thoughts on this clip in the comments below? Here we have a very interesting situation here where the landlord of this apartment complex has let herself into someone's unit whilst they were having a shower, and apparently this has something to do with an apparent emergency in the apartment complex itself, but honestly the landlord kind of sucks at communicating that. Here's the clip.
I don't really want people in here when I'm not dressed, so can you?
We're not gonna come into the.
I just need five.
We
I just need 5
Yes, not even 5 minutes.
Okay, but I'm still in here not dressed. Like I'm in my house.
Okay, yeah, we'll step out for as long as can we give you 5 minutes?
Yes, that's what I've been saying. I don't know why you guys are just entering my house when I'm not dressed. Like that's.
You said 4 hours.
I said an hour and a half, and then you guys just came in and opened my door. Are you okay? The police told me not to let. The police told me not to let you guys in, so I don't know why you're coming in.
I only need to just open the. I'm not gonna check nothing in your apartment.
Okay, but you're standing in my apartment when I asked you not to come in here.
We need to. It's an emergency. It's an active emergency. Miss, you don't know what an active emergency is?
It's clearly not an active emergency in here.
Your unit, it's not. The below
my unit
is floating.
But my unit, it's not. Did you hear yourself just say that?
Yes, Miss, but we need to determine if it's here.
You're in my house when I asked you not to be. You opened my door when I was naked in the shower. Are you okay in the head?
Miss, I never went into the bathroom.
You opened the door and tried to let a bunch of men.
I'm not gonna argue anymore.
You're inside my house. Are you psycho? Do you have a brain in that head? Because you don't just come into someone's house. Don't say okay. You're gonna get fired. You are, because this is illegal.
It's not illegal.
Yes, it is. You're standing in my fucking house.
When it's an active emergency, we have to check every single unit.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I asked you not to come into my house. Now you're standing in my living room, in my kitchen, using my sink.
I'm not using your sink. I'm making sure there's not a bathroom.
You're using my sink in my living room. Are you just like entitled or something? Like, do you think you just can walk into anyone's house and like start using their things? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand your logic here.
Of course you don't.
Of course I don't, because there is zero logic, because there's no brain inside that head of yours. Now please leave my unit right now.
I will leave.
I'm asking you to leave right now.
No, I can't do that.
I'm asking you to leave my unit right now. You have no permission to be in my unit. Get the out now.
Yes, open.
Get out of my unit now.
Did you check
You do not have permission to be in here. I never authorized you to come in here.
There's not.
Well, let's go check.
You cannot just come into my unit.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't actually.
Okay, let me just take this out, please.
Are you okay in the head? Like, are you okay in the head? Because this is not normal. This is not normal behavior at all.
Now, for some clarification points here, depending on the lease that she signed when agreeing to lease this unit here, there probably was a clause put in there saying that, hey, if an emergency is occurring in the unit, we can enter your unit without permission, kind of deal. And it is one of those things where I can see both sides of this entire issue here. I do agree that the moment that she stated, hey, I'm in the shower butt naked, could you give me time to get dressed before you come annoying me, that everyone should just immediately stepped out. And the men who were there, the maintenance people did immediately do that. They stepped out and said, yep, we'll give you 5 minutes, whilst the lady was hesitant to do so and took a moment before she actually got out of the unit itself. And then furthermore to that, she failed to really communicate what in the world is going on here. Like, she's just kind of rumbling, she's arguing with the tenant here and doesn't really explain the situation, what's happening. She just states, oh, it's an emergency. A little bit later says, oh, it's because of some leaking downstairs, and not really explaining what she's even doing here in the first place outside of those two things. And that is a huge issue. If you're going to come into a unit unannounced for an emergency, you probably should explain yourself to the tenant, especially if you've come in when they're in the middle of the shower. Like, yeah, they probably knocked on the door initially and tried to get the tenant's attention without coming into the unit unannounced, and they probably did that. And to some degree, I don't think the lady's legally in the wrong here, unfortunately for the tenant, but she definitely is an extraordinary failure at communication at any rate, because all she could have done was like, oh, sorry, wait out here 5 minutes, let me know when you get dressed, And then when she comes to the door after you've gotten dressed, you explain the situation to her, why we're here. Just explain that it's an emergency because there's some leaks happening and we need to find where these leaks are coming from. And then I'm pretty sure everything would have been a-okay from that point moving forward. But no, there was no communication like that. She just thought that she had the right of way to do exactly what she wanted to do without explaining what's happening to the tenant, who would probably want to know why the hell are you in my unit in the first place. Here we have a casual argument over car parks.
I'm your mom,
You're
but
not
don't
my
be
mom.
rude.
I could talk to
Don't
whoever
be
I want
rude.
like that. I could be rude to
No,
whoever
you
I
cannot.
want. Yes, I can.
When you're rude, trust
Hey.
me, little girl. Trust me.
Yeah. Yep.
Record me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I will record you, Musty.
Yeah, go ahead, bitch. Record me.
You're mad over a parking spot,
I'm
girl.
not
Look
mad
at all
over
the
a
parking spots. Look at all the parking spots, girl. You're mad over a parking spot, sad ass old lady.
Parking. It's respect.
I don't care. I took it.
I mean, I have no idea what happened in this clip. It's just a thing that happened. We're moving along. This pair have been already frustrated because they're sitting in a long line at Walmart, and when someone decides to cut in front of them, their boyfriend has a funky reaction to it all.
What? What? Bitch ass, you ain't right here, pussy. Stupid son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I spit on you, pussy. What? Wrong with you? I'll beat your ass in the stove. How you calling the police? Yeah, don't talk. I'm gonna show you how. You better shut the fuck up, boy. You ain't right here, pussy. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Stupid ass. Stupid ass too. You stupid. Pussy boy. Pussy. I'll hit your ass with this cart, boy.
Do it.
Boy.
Do it.
I'm gonna you up. I ain't finna go to jail cause you gonna call the police, pussy ass. That's all you gonna do.
Piece of shit.
Bitch.
Do it. I want to show you who you
Try to slap the shit out your. Come stand right here. All right.
Come on, go to 8. Just go to 8. Go to 8. Okay, let him
Take
know.
your stupid ass over there, pussy.
Okay, just let him go.
Slap the shit out your ass.
I mean, that is a warranted reaction, especially like in the instance where someone's just cut in front of you and you've been waiting in a long ass line for a while. It is a genuine, yep, that's a fair reaction. He didn't try to fight him or anything, he just started talking mad smack. And now we head down under where we see a couple having an argument in the car park of what looks to be a hotel. You know how I can tell this is Australia? Because the car that went by them was a Holden Commodore, an Australian special, and that looked to be standard Australian plates on the front of that damn vehicle. Beautiful, isn't it? Here we have a fight at the local train station. Love the flip back of the camera to the guy who was recording. You're just going, yep, that just happened. Clearly is done with working at this place for some reason or another. I'm not 100% sure what happened prior to this. It just seems to be some argument between a customer and an employee that escalates a bit too far.
Look at her. She works here. I'm not at work. I got all day.
I can record too.
I got all day.
At least I look good. You look like a bum.
Oh, I got all day.
At least my hair done.
I got all day. I got all day. I got all day. Look at her. Now she's behind the counter.
I mean, I don't have to.
The loudest is the weakest give a f about what they screaming.
Didn't you me first, though?
The loudest
Didn't you
is the
frame me
weakest
first?
give a f about what they
Girl,
screaming.
I look good.
Yeah, you do?
I look good.
With all
You
that
look like
acne
a
on you.
bum.
What's this on your neck?
Acne?
What's this
Girl,
on your
look
neck?
at your face.
What's that
Look
on your
at
neck?
face.
Now you touching me.
Look at your face though.
But look at
You
your
got
neck.
hella dark marks, girl.
Look at your neck.
I can. Is that why
Look
you
at
were
your
looking
neck.
for
Look at you.
skincare,
You're
though?
like 3.
Is that where you were looking
You're
for
like
the
3
skincare?
pounds.
Is that where you were looking for the skincare?
What are you? You need to
drink
put
more
some on
water,
your
though.
neck.
You should drink
You
more
should
water.
put some on your neck.
You gotta drink some
You
water,
should definitely
man.
take
Your
care of that.
eyes are mad
Whatever
yellow.
that is under your
Your
neck.
eyes are mad yellow.
What is that? What is that? But what is that? What is that on your neck? What is that on your neck? You're looking at my face, but what is on your neck? What is on your neck? Oh, look, she's so professional. She works at CVS. Let me show you. She works at CVS. First she came. First she came. First she came.
Or what? Or what? What are you gonna do? 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 What are you gonna do?
Don't put your hands on me.
What are you gonna do?
Don't put
What are
your
you gonna
hands
do?
on me.
What are you gonna do?
Don't put your hands on me. You want to fight. She wants to fight. Did you just see that? She's going to lose her job. And I'm suing this store.
Now that's a smart idea, to whack someone's phone out of their hand when they're recording you, because, you know, that is, by definition, assault. That is just how it is. But I suppose if you're at this state of time when it's just like you don't care about your job anymore, clearly, because that's what this seems like to me, someone who just does not care anymore. I'm sure they're okay to be fired, but I'm not sure they'd be okay with all the other consequences to these actions that will occur now they decide to go through the effort to whack someone's phone out of their hand. Good job. Here we witness an angry fight with the neighbors.
I was listening and you turned yours up louder. That was my disrespect. And put the music on! I never come out to your dog first! I never do. I never come out with your dog first. Why are you spinning? Why do you think I'm fighting with you? I don't understand what your issue is.
Hey, the same guy TikTok? Hey, the same guy. Hey, the same guy. Same guy. Don't worry. TikTok's got you, bro. I got lots of followers. Don't worry. Hey, over there too. I don't know what your issue is, but you apparently have an issue.
I have no idea what was happening. Something tells me it's something about loud music, apparently. Either way, moving along. Here we have quite an interesting clip where a guy at Olive Garden is extremely upset at the waitresses who are serving him tonight, because apparently one of them was continuously flirting with his supposed partner while serving them. Whether that's true or not's the other question. Either way, you can tell this guy seems to have a very good jealousy streak. Here's the clip.
Your worker fight with her in front of me, like I'm not sitting here. And now you want to like you got something to say. Tell him to step outside. The fact that I'm sitting here and he's looking at her breast and leaning toward her, I'm not supposed to say nothing? I'm feeling disrespectful because he's doing this shit in front of me. Apologize. Now I need to apologize. Sir. Sir, what? Y'all got motherfuckers doing shit like that, and I'm the one that's wrong? Y'all.
According to the person who posted this clip, because they weren't involved in the actual thing itself, apparently this guy was being very aggressive towards their partner in the parking lot later on, which is attached to the sign of the partner walking out a lot quicker than he did and various other things on those lines. It leads to a lot of questions on his aggressibility. Here we have a guy who's been kicked out of this local Dunkin' Donuts beforehand and has done various different random things. This is his third time coming back this day. Not even acknowledging the times where he's been kicked out beforehand. Yeah, this guy's a bit of a crazy one. He does some very wacky stuff, and here's the clips.
Okay, what's up there? What's up there? You can really fight. What's up? You sweet? What are you talking about?
Hey, but you can get out. Before I make it a problem. Fake ass Chicago outside low end ass bitches. Leave me alone. Just like that. Leave me alone.
Can you get
embarrassing.
out? Can you get
You
out?
embarrassing.
Can you get
Look
out?
at you. You
Can you get
embarrassing.
out? Can you get out? Okay, and I manage this.
What
Can
you gonna
get
do
out,
about it? This
bro?
your store?
Bro, get, oh my
This
God.
your store?
Can you get out?
This your store?
Get out.
It's your store
Bro,
though.
get out.
It's
I don't care. Like, what are you doing, bro? Get out.
I'm gonna show your ass.
Get out.
I'm gonna show your ass, gang.
Bro,
when
get
I say
out.
something, I mean that shit, bro. I'm not working here, folks.
Bro, I don't
Stop
care.
playing with me.
Get out. Yeah, could you do that?
You better call the police, bitch.
Get out,
bro.
You can't even open it. All the ass.
Well, you better call your people.
I don't care. Get out before I really do call him. What are you talking about? That man that y'all seen in that video, that previous video or whatever, okay, that was his third time being up in there. First time he asked for some water. Mind you, he's already been 86 from our store. Like, legit, he cannot be there. Like, just can't. So I'm standing in the back just letting them get him some water, because if you say anything to this man, he's gonna blow up. Like, legit blow up. So to save us some hassle and some time, baby, I let that man get that water and he went on about his day. But then he decided to come back. Mind you, it's only 2 of us in there at this time. It's 2 females, and he keep bringing his ass up in here. So he gonna start screaming, hollering about I'm phoning him, I'm from Chicago, blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't want it, da, 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 da. Bruh, I'm like, can you please get out? Like, goddamn, like, I'm tired of this. Can you get out, please? Baby, that set this man off the damn chain. Off the chain, baby. He started getting active for real. He started grabbing shit off the freaking merch stand and stuff. He throwing it at the ceiling. Now he's trying to open up that damn bag of decals so he can throw it at me. Luckily enough, it's very hard to open those up. You need scissors. But he still threw the bag of decaf at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that pissed me off. So, boom. I'm in the lobby trying to tidy it up because, baby, we finna get off. It's 30 minutes until clock out time. You feel me? So here he comes back. He opened up the door, bitch. He grabs this freaking cup from Fazoli's that he probably ran over there to bag, and then he throws the whole freaking cup of soda literally on me. Whole lobby just full, just sticky and full of goddamn soda. Now we going outside because you doing a little bit too much. And mind you, yes, I did call the police. I don't know if it's because our phones are trash, or I don't know if they just didn't answer the phone, baby. But they did not come. They didn't answer the phone. They didn't do shit. So I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about. And he's been banned already. So as we go outside, as we're like, literally Valvoline is right there, and we're outside with this man. We got chairs. Me and my coworker, we got chairs because this man is literally trying to beat on us. He's trying to scrap with us. He's trying to do everything. Girl, so as all this is going on, everybody's staring. Valvoline staring. Is outside staring. Subway know what's going on. Subway actually called the police. Thank the Lord, Kayla, because, baby, I don't know what was finna happen. So after he threw off his bag and we started squaring up, you know, he started backing up. So I threw his bag because, boy, obviously you need this bag because this is all the belongings that you have to yourself, you bum. So he grabs, or I throw his bag. Y'all, this man f***ing spit on me. So like 20 minutes later, legit 20 minutes later, that's when the police show up. I'm confused at this point because I said, did y'all get called here or something? Because, baby, I called the second time this man came up in here. Now this man just did too much. You know what the first thing they asked me? Do you have access to any of the cameras here? Bitch, I am the camera. I'm literally the camera. Like, am I okay? Am I okay? Buddy spit on me. He threw a drink at me. He over here squaring up, baby. He threw coffee at me. Am I okay? You over here worried about the wrong shit. So all they did was say what his name was, and then they just left. They just left. They said, we're going to 86 him. Oh, you're going to 86 him again? 86 squared?
I'm just going to ask, how can people even be like this in the first place? To do stupid crap along these lines. Go in there, harass 2 people who are at their jobs doing work just because you can. And then, of course, when things don't start going your way, you threaten to fight them. You're a man, for Christ's sakes. Trying to fight 2 women, of all things. Like, it's already stupid enough when a man tries to go, come on, fight me outside to another guy. It's really pathetic and stupid. It's on another level of stupid and pathetic when you do it to a woman, because I don't get why you want to act like this. It's really stupid and really dumb, but here we are, I guess. Here we have a wild Karen freakout at the local bookstore, not library, idiot.
Money back. I just paid for both of those books and I want my money back.
You just call the cops?
Yeah, I do. Because I paid for that shit. You said I didn't pay for it. Yeah, I do. I have anything. You didn't even have a receipt. So you don't have a receipt? I don't. He didn't give it to me. This just almost hit me while I was walking out the door. You haven't even made it out the door. Honey, he just almost attacked me when I walked out the door. This man. I just paid for both these Bibles. Can you please get the guy and tell him to mirror? The guy that just check me out! If you keep going,
I'm so curious what actually happened prior to the clip here to even get her to this state where she's just obsessively yelling and screaming at literally anyone who gets in her way, claiming that someone hit her on their way out and all this other crap. It just seems wild, but hey, here we are. Here we arrive at an amusement park where some shenanigans are occurring with some Karens. Apparently her daughter was sent out on one of the go-karts and kept continuously braking, so when the inevitable happens and someone else runs into her, you know what she does? She takes out her rage and anger at this person out on the local minimum wage worker. Yet that's a great move, I suppose.
Well, another thing, you're going to be 16 to drive while she's driving. Exactly. Be civilized. These are very rude.
I can keep going.
Very tricky car.
You have no right to have you put a car for serious accident out here.
And you did too by stopping and everyone coming in the back of you. Leave the power track off, please.
I can't get out of here. You're going to hear about it.
Yes, because this is a completely warranted reaction over your daughter getting bumped into by another go-kart on the track when she's continuously hitting the brake a bit incessively. Yeah, it sucks it happens that the other person didn't avoid them because they probably would have had ample time to do so if they were paying attention, but going off at the worker here is not going to solve this problem in any way, shape, or form. Heck, I feel like it's just going to create more problems because now you're most likely going to get kicked out of this amusement park and not allowed to come back in like ever. I don't know, it seems a bit silly. This guy gets caught having some green by their local Karen, who decides to dish out what she claims to be a bit of wisdom from her apparent ER working.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have a teenager.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna tell you something else. And not only that, I'm a seer in the spirit realm. I see demons and I see angels since I'm little. I'm a prophet to the nations. Actually save people in the emergency room who are overdosing on marijuana. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice.
Yeah.
Whether you take it or not is up to you. It's called wisdom. It's around you. One of them is tormenting spirit. If you saw it, you would never touch that again in the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You may think I'm joking about this, but I've cast out demons from people. I'm just walking because I'm a nurse. I'm charting right now.
Yeah.
But I'm also listening to something about addictions.
Yeah.
You have a spirit of addiction on you. Even if I hear lots of things from God. God wakes me up in the middle of the night and says, pray for America, and shakes me to the core where I can't see, and I'm in the throne room. And I see I'm seeing the tormenting demon and the demon of addiction is going to take over your life. Because you're weak. You're weak. You have no self-control. I'm sorry. You guys, you can be videotaping.
Overdosing on green. You know, I'd believe you if it was other things that you're talking about, other forms of paraphernalia that people overdose on, because that's far more common. And I'm not saying you can't overdose on green. It just requires a lot of it. And usually your body would have an adverse reaction to it far before you would actually overdose. It's possible, but typically your body would do something else that would cause you to go to the emergency room prior to what would cause the actual overdose. Again, it's possible, but I feel like she's just making a bunch of crap up in order to try and make this guy feel bad because she doesn't like someone smoking green. It's a bit silly either way. This clip has an extremely wild story to it, and it's going to take a little bit to go over it before we actually get to the clip itself, so I apologize for that, but it's very important. So, the guy in the black shirt here, he was walking onto the plane, and an old lady bumped into him. He flipped off the old lady. Things seem to be fine at that point. They get onto the plane, and it turns out they're sitting very close to each other, so the guy decides to finds a different empty seat. Then the woman complains about that and asks for an empty row, which so happens to be the one behind the man. Then the flight attendant went up to the man, asked him, like, is this okay? Can she sit back here? And he told her that no, this bitch can't sit back here. This, of course, set the old lady off. She ends up saying something racist towards the guy, and then they get separated for a bit. Now, we're now up. This all happened before the flight takes off. We're now up in the air, and the old lady has this necessitary need to go up to the man and try and wake him up when he's currently asleep on the plane, and just continues the barrage of harassment towards this guy for some reason or another. And it gets to the point where the pilot has to intervene and pulls the old lady up to the front with him. And, you know, it gets worse because the old lady decides to start hitting the pilot and things along those lines. And so eventually they have to divert the flight and land elsewhere. And when the police come in, they go straight to the guy first and don't talk to the old lady first initially. Again, this is just a story based upon a third person's perspective watching this entire thing. There might be some lies. It might not be quite true. It's a very weird one, to say the least. This is how we get here.
Because why? Is she off the plane?
She's gonna get off.
Is she off the plane now?
I don't know.
Okay, so why y'all talking to me? Why are y'all even talking to me, bro?
We were asked to talk to you outside.
No, you don't have to talk to me outside. You need to take her off the plane.
She is coming off the plane.
That's all that needs to happen.
I'm
I
not
don't even
leaving
know why
until
we
you
even
come off
talking
the
anymore,
plane
bro.
with
Why are
me.
we even talking? Bro, going to sleep.
All these people aren't going anywhere until you come off the plane.
Why am I getting off the plane? Why am I getting off the plane? I need you to tell me why I'm getting off the plane. No, tell me why I'm getting off the plane.
I don't think they're gonna fly with you anymore.
With me, I haven't even done anything.
Okay, you're causing a scene now. I'm talking to you calmly and smoothly.
All right, I'm not even saying anything.
Sit down with
Y'all come talk to me while the lady who was attacking me is sitting up there. Y'all haven't said a word to her, but y'all talking to me. Man, y'all be. Get on my face, man.
I don't think this.
I'm not going nowhere. I didn't do nothing. Why am I Tell me why I gotta get off the plane.
Yes, it can definitely be said that he provoked her very heavily, considering that the accidental bump into each other, he decides to point the finger at them and then calls her a bitch a little later on. Yes, it can definitely be said he provoked her, but her reaction to the provoking is definitely not warranted in any way, shape, or form, especially to the level that it apparently got. And so, of course, it makes sense that the guy would be extremely frustrated when he's the one that gets targeted first out of this entire mess. It's quite wild, to say the least. This person worked an entire shift only to get fired at the end of it, so she decided what any self-respecting person would do, go to the PA and start calling out everyone for their bullshit.
Dear all prosecute workers, let's get into how Candace her way to the top. Ollie, you a funky ass bitch. You need to go back home, ho. Jules ain't here, but let me tell you something. You ain't got a backbone either, bitch. Lucinda, you stand in your car. You ain't here either, but bitch, they gonna tell you what the I said, because I don't like your ass either. You a yes man. Bring your ass. Lucinda talk about you like a dog, but being your mother face. You too, Candace, you strong nose, witch nose ass bitch. I don't like none of you hoes. Oh God. And all you bitches are shaky. Yes, trespass that hoe.
I mean, they've already fired you, so you may as well say your piece before you walk away, because you're already here. This is an interesting one. So with this clip here, we're reaching the end of a very long story between a conflict between the leasing officer and the people who live in an apartment. And this is all over an apparent filthy apartment that requires the leasing officers to give them an extra fee of having a filthy apartment or kicking them out on the spot. And as I stated, this is the clip where it all peaks. Here we go.
Well, she was calling us yesterday, so what happened? Where is she? We need her information.
You can talk to her right now. She's still on.
But she was calling. So what happened? Where's the caseworker?
She was on the phone with you, and you didn't want to talk to her.
We were waiting for her to come. So why doesn't she come?
So what is the problem?
I already spoke to her. She knows the apartment is dirty. It's filthy.
So the apartment is dirty because of why? That was the question I asked you yesterday when you called
because
it
of
filthy
why?
And dirty.
It's filthy and dirty. All of the apartment is filthy and dirty.
Ma'am, can we just explain our part, please? Can you let us explain our part?
Okay, let's see.
So, my mom and I, we both work 7 days a week. Yes, it's no excuse to keep our apartment dirty, but we tried our best to clean the apartment. And yes, that was traps to put right there to get the roaches. It's stickers. It's not dirty stuff. It's stickers.
It's dirty.
Because
it's not just the roaches. It's you guys
proof,
keeping it.
ma'am.
I took pictures of your apartment.
It doesn't matter.
What the hell do you mean? Okay, you can get out. You guys are getting kicked out, and that's it. That's it.
This is how this lady. I'm going live. It doesn't matter.
I'm calling the police.
You can call the police now. You can call the police. Go ahead. We tried to explain our part.
Your apartment is full of roaches. You're dirty.
Ma'am, ma'am.
Did you see the apartment when we first came here? You cannot be talking. The kitchen counters were dirty.
Hold on. Chill.
Officer at 1830 Delaney Road.
I called the police officer before yesterday.
It's just the leasing office. Yes. I have a tenant recording me, harassing me, and her mom harassing me. They've been doing this since yesterday. She's recording me right
yesterday.
now. We need a police officer to escort them, and I want to press charges. At these.
Okay.
This is private property. Stop recording me. You do not have the permission to record me.
Right. We do.
No, you do not. Not on private property.
Especially when we came to you as adults. I'm younger than you, and I'm not disrespecting you. That's the difference between me and you.
This is stop recording me. Can I please have a police officer here as soon as
we
possible?
can talk to the police officer.
I don't know. We sent them a notice that her apartment was very filthy and dirty. The daughter got mad because the apartment is filthy and dirty. They called yesterday complaining, saying that it's clean, but it's not.
We have proof about who's getting mad.
So now she's reporting me, and
we have proof of who's getting mad.
I want that video retrieved by the police officer. She does not have permission to record me.
I absolutely do.
They're just she's just harassing me. I have permission to record me. I'm recording you right now by state law. This is private property. You do not have permission to record me, and I will press charges when the police come.
We paid to be here. You called us to come in.
No, you came. You came yesterday. You do not have permission to record me. This is state law, and I'm recording you right now, letting you know it's state law. You do not have permission to record me. This is you. This is you. And I will give the attorneys how you live in fear.
Now, after various questions from the comments, they did come back the next day and showed a clip of their apartment looking pretty speck and clean. But the question becomes there, okay, did they clean it overnight in attempts to try and get themselves out of shit with the leasing officer so they don't get evicted? Or was it always like this? That is a big question there. I do think one major thing to note, the TikTok account that had all these clips are gone, deleted, kapoof. The original clip, as well as the response showing the state of the house, is completely gone, so there could be various questions on that. Ultimately, it's one of those interesting things. Let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Here we have a clip that I find to be a little bit funny. So the security here pulled up next to this person to go offer them for not parking straight in the car parking lot. Apparently it's causing a bunch of issues for other people coming to the area, yada yada yada, and they just want her to straighten up her car park, threaten a tow truck and cops, yada yada. But I just ask you to reserve some of your judgment until you just see the entire clip. I'll get back to you in a moment.
I was wrapping up my lunch, literally closing the container when you pulled up, and you want to harass me about straightening the car out? You should be embarrassed. And your company that you work for is going to love you harassing people who are eating lunch in the car. I just told you 2 seconds ago I'm about to leave. I'm literally about to leave, and you are determined to have me straighten my car up. You're determined to have me straighten the car up. Why? Go be passionate about something else. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. You are harassing me, and it's actually really sad. You're calling dispatch? That's fine. That's totally fine. I know there's so many cars here. So many people who want to leave, right? I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. You're harassing me. Go somewhere. What? You're gonna get a tow truck with me in the driver's seat? You should be passionate about something that you want to do for yourself and not be passionate about harassing people who are eating in the car.
So the car park's empty. That seems a bit over the top from the security guard. Now, okay, one thing I want to make very clear. I still don't think the response the person behind the camera did is justified. Even though, yeah, the car park is dead empty, from what we can also tell from your angle, you've literally just drove in diagonally across a bunch of car parks and you just don't care. Like, it's one of those things where the security guard is come up to tell you, just fix your car parking up, and that's it. And you can say, sorry about that, and just fix it and be done with it. Yes, you're about to leave because you'd finished your food, but is there really a need to be this entitled over it? Yes, the car park is dead empty and it's not affecting anyone. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that if police were to show up and see your car like this, it might not mean you get away with no ticket or stuff like that. You're still parking like crap. It's just, there's no deflecting that one. Here you have an old Karen who's experiencing some road rage after apparently the person who's behind the camera cut her off earlier. She decided that it'd be in her best interest to follow her to where she was going, and then when she stopped, to rip her door open to give her a peace of mind.
You know what?
You just open my bitch. Get the fuck away from me. Is you about to fuck it out your mind, bitch? Move the fuck from my car. Do not touch my motherfucking car.
Hey.
Move the fuck out my way. Bitch, don't open my motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck what you got going on.
Well,
Get the fuck away from me. Don't touch my motherfucking car. Go to your motherfucking car. I'm not playing with you, ho. Don't touch my motherfucking vehicle. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
You cut me off. That's what's wrong with me.
Back the fuck on my face, now.
I'm not in your face.
Go back to your car. Now.
I don't have to.
Go back to your car. Don't open up my...
You fucking cut me
I
off.
don't care.
Yeah,
Go
that's
to
your
your motherfucking
problem.
car.
You're on your fucking
I don't give
phone.
a fuck. Bye.
You need
Bitch.
to learn how to
Touch
drive.
my motherfucking car again, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Lady, get by. Go on about your business. Don't touch my car.
Why are you harassing her?
Right. Thank you.
Why are you harassing
Thank
her?
you. She just touched my fucking car.
So keep it moving. You're alive, right? Keep it moving. She has a hotel.
No. Right. She just came and opened my door. She just opened my door. Don't touch my shit, though.
Don't touch it. You're harassing her.
Don't touch my car. Stop touching my car. Stop touching my car. Why did you come opening my door? Why? I don't care. You don't have to touch my shit. You don't have the right to open up my car door. That's what I'm telling you. No, you do not. She just witnessed the whole damn thing. You just came and opened up my door, and you just hit my car.
I didn't hit your car. I touched your car because I felt faint.
Did you just see that? Okay, the police is gonna get called. You just opened my door with my child in the car. You just hit my car. Now I'm finna call the police.
Yeah, but you being disrespectful and the baby gotta experience that.
What's her license plate number? I'm finna call the police on her for fucking touching me and for touching my motherfucking car. You just touched my car, so.
You touched
I pushed you because you was in my way. Call 911. I don't give a damn. I got witnesses. You just came and opened up my fucking car door.
Look, I get it. She cut you off when you're on the road, and yeah, that is kind of dangerous, and people should do better and not do that. But also on the same note, this is also not how you react to this type of thing. By not only following them to wherever they're going from where they cut you off, but to go through the effort to go up to them and rip open their car door just so you can talk to them is really, really ridiculous and over the top. And you know that that was the exact case here, because all the other people in the car park lot who saw all this are going against you, and you're quick to go and try and cover your license plates when she tries to go and catch them on camera, but fail anyway. This mother's here going off at the owner of a store here purely because that it turns out that the store owner sold her kids tobacco and vape, various things on those lines, and when they're all very underage. Here's the clip.
Did you see her today? Yeah. So okay, it was you. I went in here. Did they come here and buy some vape and some what's name? They said you sold it to them because they got it. A vape and some cigarillos. She ain't number 12. She's 16. He ain't number 12. And the other girl ain't number 14. You sold them some vape and some cigars. The other one, the little tall one, she's 14. Yeah. 14.
You need the ID next time.
ID them.
One say no tobacco, no vapor. That's what it said, we card. Huh?
talking to kids. Kids. Sometimes I'm busy. No, it don't matter if you're busy or not. They are kids. And they mine, to be exact. I come up here every day, and you know that. I come up here and buy black every damn day. You will be upset too if you sell tobacco to your child. You will be upset too. It don't matter if you busy, unbusy. It don't matter. Them my kids. Won't you, sir? Won't you be mad if they sell your kids for tobacco? Oh, okay. Ma'am, excuse me. Won't you be mad if they sell your kids for tobacco? Oh, okay. Don't do that shit never again, because the next time I come here, it'll be a problem.
Australia is really, really strict when it comes to tobacco, which is kind of ironic considering they're not so strict with gambling, and I would consider that to be more of a problem in our country. But moving along, if remembering off of my training when I did sell tobacco in a supermarket, it is one of those things where if you sell to someone who's underage and you don't do the right things and what you should do, that is just illegal straight up, and you could be copped with thousands of dollars of fines as the staff member. The owner will get also copped with tens of thousands of dollars of fines for something like that. It is a big deal. It is something you just don't do here, even if it was too busy. It's just like a big no-no, which is kind of funky to see that it seems to happen over there in America. But I suppose it's one of those things where it probably happens here in Australia too, because it's one of those things where it's like if you get dobbed in or not for doing so. Here we've got some funky road rage that I'd like to call Miami style with this guy. Something happened beforehand, they've gotten angry in traffic, and he comes out to just chop off someone's side view mirror. And yes, I blurred it when he hit the mirror, purely because I really would not want to deal with YouTube shenanigans with that, because they seem to be a bit aggressive with those type of things sometimes. I really want to know what happened beforehand, how we even got to this type of road rage in the first place. And I also love how the guy wasn't going to go anywhere initially, but the moment the girl hopped out of the car, you can then hear the car start up and actually go. Did not want to stick around and find out her response, eh? Here we have a random fight occurring inside of a laundromat.
It's not over dryer.
What's going on?
It's not.
There's too much going on at the laundromat. I'm recording too. Girl, mind your business, because you're not flicking your finger at me. You don't even know who you're doing that to. So mind your business. Hey, girl. This white girl just flicked her middle finger at me.
Ladies, are we ladies or are we not ladies?
I just love the casual, oh, you're recording me? I'm going to ignore the problems that are currently in front of me just to lean past them and point the finger at you, because apparently you're now my biggest issue here, in spite of the fact that I've got two people trying to fight me in front of me. So, priorities? Here we have someone in the taxi from hell. They got inside of a taxi or an Uber, one of the two. I'm assuming it's a taxi based upon the FPOS machines in the back seat. Anyway, they got in this taxi and drove for a bit, and it turns out a cop car was following them for a while. Then tries to get the driver to pull over, and then he doesn't do that. And the cop car eventually goes in front of the driver, stops him that way, and then they get in a bit of an argument. And then, well, here's the clip.
Oh my god, what is that doing?
Move!
What are you guys doing? Whoa, what's happening right now, you guys?
Move! 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 I'm telling you right now! I'm telling you right now, move! Do you know who I am?
Turn your car off.
Do you know who I am?
Turn your car off. Turn your car off.
Do you know who I am?
I don't care. Turn your car off.
Oh,
Turn your car off. Turn your car
Leave.
off. Turn
I'm
your car
telling
off.
you, leave!
Turn your car
Leave!
off. Turn your car off.
I'm telling you right now. Just stop the car. All right? You got it? Turn off the car.
Out of the car.
Why?
Out of the car. Out of the car.
Call mayor. Call mayor. Call mayor.
Out of the car.
Call mayor right now.
Out of the car.
No. Hey.
Out of the car.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You guys, no, you guys.
You sure?
Stop.
You sure?
Wait, I'm about to get out.
I'm just telling you right now, one
Out
time.
of the car.
I know who you are.
Please,
Out of the car.
guys.
Who you are.
Out of the car. Out of the
Are you
car.
sure? Are you sure?
License.
Oh my god.
License.
Oh my god, no.
You
License.
seriously?
Wait, can I get out? Can I get out? Okay. Whoa, because I don't want y'all shooting and shit with me in here. Excuse me. Oh, hell no.
Now, a lot of the comments were saying that this person should have hopped out of the taxi a lot earlier, and they have zero survival instincts. And I'm going to be honest here, I think it's one of those cases where knowing that the police were on your tail, on the tail of this person at your car that you're in, it's probably just safer to sit back, duck your head down, and wait until things are over. Because if you do any sudden movements, especially when they're pulled over and you make the chance to get out, you don't know if the police are going to take that in the wrong way and assume that you're just trying to run away, potentially tasering you, or in worst case scenarios, potentially shooting you. It's just safer to be calm and patient and wait for these scenarios. And you also wouldn't have known if the taxi driver had a child lock on for the door, so they might not have even been able to open the doors from the inside of the car. There's various different things that are going on, and they probably took the safest approach that you probably could at the time. You knew the police were following you, and they were eventually going to force you to pull over one way or another. Doing anything drastic like jumping out of the car while it's moving or trying to get out before the cops let you out could result in injuries that you otherwise could have avoided. Here we get dropped into the middle of a fight between a customer and an employee, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that one, honestly. It's just two people fighting at what looks to be a gas station. Quite interesting. Here's a clip.
Yeah, okay.
None.
Yeah, okay.
None.
Yeah, okay.
Let's give you a
Yeah,
round of
okay.
applause.
You want a cookie for it?
Congratulations.
You want a cookie for it?
You disrespectful.
You want a cookie for it? Do you want a cookie for it? Do you want a cookie for it, Miss Ma'am?
Let's give him a
Miss Love.
trophy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
We know how to be disrespectful, but we don't know how to do our job. We need to learn how to do our job around here. Start thinking. Reading is fundamental.
You don't know how what you want.
Reading is
You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want.
You ain't had to work hard or you had to work
I'm gonna
smart.
give you disrespectful too.
That's all
And
you
it's just
had
like
to
that.
do is work hard. Not hard.
Would you like to come around the corner? Would you like to come around the corner? So swing, Miss Love. So swing.
Come on,
So
let's swing me up. Yeah, it's not worth it.
You doing a lot of this and not enough swinging, Miss Love.
I don't swing.
You ain't doing a lot of that and not enough swinging.
Niggas gonna burn.
Okay, so let's burn it then.
Okay.
Let's burn them bricks, baby. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You doing a whole lot of talking and not enough swinging. Oh, okay. You get beat just like one. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So swing. So swing. So swing. She wants to continue, wants to keep trying. I gotta try to be respectful to the lady. I gotta try to be respectful to you. You wanna talk about a little? I ain't never been no little. I'm not your child. I'm not your child. I'm not your child and I'm not your little. I'm not your child, but I'm not your little. I'm not your child, but I'm not. But you're not gonna bust a motherfucking grape on this bitch. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I like that energy. So come do something. So come do something. So come do something. So come do something. You ain't bust a grape. You ain't bust a grape. You ain't bust a grape, love. You ain't done nothing, love. I still have yet to be touched. I still have yet to be swung.
Oh, okay. I haven't asked you to swing. You haven't done that. You gave me pussy vibes. Let's talk about it. So swing. I'm in your face, so swing. I'm in your face, so swing. I'm in your face, so swing. Oh, okay, pussy ass bitch. Wrong with you? Oh, okay. You ain't got what you talking about, little shorty. Alright. You know what it's giving.
Take a shot for every time you said, oh, okay, you might live. Probably not. Don't do it. You'd probably smash your head through the wall before you actually take the additional shot after hearing it the 20th time. So, yeah, don't do that. It's torture. These are torture methods. Don't do them. The father of the kid who's recording this incident here apparently broke something. Look, if you're going to do something dumb along these lines, I don't know about you, but maybe don't do it once. This guy gets refused service at a bank after fighting fire with fire after a teller was supposedly rude towards him.
Ma'am, how are you? What are the grounds of which
in the way you're treating my
your teller was rude to me? So you think you can be rude to somebody else and then they can't be rude back?
We can have you escorted out if you'd like.
Have me escorted out. I would love that. No, have me escorted out.
There's your information.
Yeah, and you're going to definitely be reported.
Absolutely.
And I would love for you to have me escorted out. Because you're just going to treat me how you want to treat me? Are you kidding me? On what grounds? She talking about, I know this ain't your business, but she's talking about she heard me be rude to her teller, but her teller was rude to me. So what, you going to be rude to me, but I can't be rude to you?
I get fighting with fire. If the teller was rude towards you, you definitely can. It's definitely warranted to be an asshole back. But sometimes it's better just to be the adult in the room and not respond in kind. Because a manager, in these type of instances, when they see a customer being irate towards one of their employees, they're more liable to defend their employee and kick you out rather than believe whatever you're saying when you're clearly not happy. It's just how these things goes. Sometimes being the adult in the room will get you better results. Here we have a guy for trolley being locked into a Dollar Tree store because I'm assuming he's making an attempt to steal something.
But he's tempted to get on now. Hey, girl, get out of there. Hey, get away from me. Get away from me. Hey, sir. Hey, get away. Get out of there. He just hit somebody. What's up? They were outside.
Hey, shit. That's a good film, man. Post that shit up. Oh, yeah.
He just broke the window. He broke the window already. He's sneaking out through the window. Yes. No, he walks out by foot.
I make the assumption that he's trying to steal something because after he successfully breaks the window, he then dives into the cart to try and grab as much as he can, I assume to throw it through the window for his person who's working with him on the other side of the door. I'm assuming. That might be completely wrong. We don't know what exactly is going on here. We're just making assumptions. The guy behind the camera here was sitting on the side of the road with his hazards lights on for some reason or another when this lady comes by recklessly driving and sideswipes the living hell out of their car. And I do say that because it's blown tires on both vehicles, done severe damage, etc., etc. Now here's what happens afterwards.
It's crazy.
You know how many people just go away, don't get in trouble?
That's up to her. I don't suggest that myself. I said I don't suggest trying to drive away. I don't suggest that.
No, not me, but me and you, go, I live down the road. Well, I live with my dad.
You might want to call him.
For what?
Then you're not going to be able to drive home. How are you going to go anywhere from here? You can't drive that car. You try to drive that car like that, you're going to slide everywhere. You're not going to be able to drive it. This car is stuck where it sits.
So who's gonna fix this shit for me? You have nobody to call? I do, but I don't want to do all this. The cops are gonna come. My dad is gonna kill me. You got so much going on right now. I don't want to do shit right now. If you drive it like.
Oh, honey, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you get into an accident, you're supposed to call the cops. Well, that I agree. That's for sure.
So what the is gonna happen when you know with the cops? What's gonna happen?
They're gonna make a report, and that's it. Go hire two because you hit me. It's the same thing.
Call the damn cops. I'm telling you, I have the money to fix your car right now.
That's just crazy. Yeah, I would like to, but I can't drive that car now. I can't drive that one either. I gotta call Dana and tell her. Oh, you're there. Shit, man. Shit. Tire marks everywhere. Bitch hit me while I'm on the side of the road, parked with my hazards. Shit is crazy. Her car right up, hit me so hard that it blew the wheels off my car. God damn.
Additional piece of information coming from the comments of the TikTok of this original post here. Apparently, the lady did not have any insurance whatsoever, and it took over a year for him to get his car reimbursed. And furthermore on that, he's recently spotted this woman driving around in a new car about as recklessly as they were before, because apparently some people just don't learn from these type of things. It's wild to me. You do so bad at driving and you don't learn to get better when you get a new car. I suppose when you get a new car pretty easily like you supposedly did, you probably don't learn any good lessons there. Here we're dropped in the middle of what seems to be some road rage where it seems like the person behind the camera did something on the road that caused the person in the other car to panic and slam on the brakes and decide to follow her down just so she can go off at her like this and call the cops on her. Here's the clip.
What else?
That is what is happening. Make sure you know that.
What else?
Learn how to drive.
TikTok, look at this crazy lady.
Life.
Oh, look at her kids in the back. They look so scared. You're yelling at a woman in front of your kids you're so scared about.
A woman who doesn't care about children.
Oh, but I have a child in my car. You chase me down.
Of course.
Oh, but you're scared.
My kids.
I almost killed your kids. Where's the mark on your car?
Thankfully, I know how to slam my brakes. Thankfully, I know how to drive.
And your kid is climbing in the front seat without a seatbelt, huh? Keep going.
Stop.
You want me to call the cops?
Yes.
Want me to call the cops?
I did. So I'm making sure they come to you. Yes, I did.
Well, go ahead, baby.
I already did.
What's your name? Get out the car and let's wait for them then.
I am right here waiting for them, and I did call the cops.
Now, the person who recorded this says that they were in some form in a six-figure Mercedes G-Class vehicle, and apparently all its safety features would make it so that she couldn't even run a stop sign if she tried because, you know, it would stop. And it's like, okay, yes, to be true, most safety features in modern cars nowadays are pretty good at getting you out of most accidents. But, you know, it doesn't help you when you cut someone off and someone else has to slam their brakes and not get in an accident because there's only so much your car can do in those situations if you've blatantly ignored the blind spot monitoring warnings. I don't know. Seems like a wacky situation. Also, apparently, an additional follow-up, the lady and her kids have apparently been harassing the person who recorded this for posting it, saying that it's unfair and things on these lines. I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can really do about that, I suppose. Here we watch what happens when you fail to restrain your dog when you're opening up your front door to potentially grab an Uber Eats / DoorDash delivery.
Hey. Is it bro?
Is it just me as one of the bugs that fly past the camera make it look like the dog just suddenly got flung up into the air at the end there? The story of this clip is very intriguing. So, of course, this is off the back of a feud that is currently happening between the person behind the camera and their neighbors that live downstairs, because of course there is. It seems to be the common rage these days that everyone's in the feud with their neighbors for some reason or another. I don't know, some people just suck. Anyhow, so they've gotten an Uber Eats order delivered, right? They got the food delivered, and the guy who was delivering the food delivered it to the door downstairs, which is the neighbor that they're having a feud with. So they go downstairs to retrieve their food, where it turns out the guy who lives there is holding their food hostage and threatens that if it ever turns up at their doorstep again, he's going to eat it. So the person behind the camera snatches this food, goes upstairs, and that's when they whip their phone out to record this amazing incident.
Keep going. Girl, I have been nothing but respectful to you guys. You guys are the ones that keep testing me.
You're still running your mouth.
No, you have the last say, boo. You're the one that came at me. I just wanted my Starbucks. You guys were keeping that from me.
Drop off at my door, stupid. That's my door.
Listen, that's not her.
That's not my fault. That's it, Uber Eats.
No, it's every day. I have cameras. It's every day. They're
Stopping
at
around the night.
I don't stop a pound.
Meet them at the car. Meet them at the car. Meet them at the car.
Keep going. Say hi.
Meet them at the car.
Hi.
All right. Don't have them come to my door.
You can record
or it will
all
go
you
to the
want.
trash.
Now you're recording.
Your food will go to the trash.
You didn't
if it goes
record
to my
after you
door.
talked all the shit you just talked, honey.
There's
What
a
did I
camera right
say?
here.
I didn't
There's
say
a
anything
camera
other
right
than
here.
giving my
It's all
coffee.
on camera.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got it on
now.
camera.
Whip yours out now like it's a little late.
No, it's not. Because you ain't got nothing on me.
Apparently this couple have also stolen various different Amazon packages from their front doorstep on various different occasions, and when confronted with this information, they've always blamed their kid about this. But hey, all well that ends well, because those two have been evicted from that building. Whoopsie daisy. Though, this is where I just add a little note. If you are door dashing or Uber eating, it is kind of just a smarter idea to go out your front door when you see they're getting close, just so you can get it from them and this stuff doesn't happen, especially if you have neighbors who are complete and utter dicks. Here we are at Costco and a pretty long line to the checkouts where, well, there seems to be a bit of an argument or disagreement occurring between someone in front of the lady who's recording and the person in front of them, where they are, quote, harassing them because apparently he cut in line earlier.
Hit me with that motherfucker one more time, I'll punch you in your face. Back the off of me. I said back the off of me! You just hit me!
Lady, you need to stop. You've been harassing him this whole time.
Thank you.
I
Leave me
wasn't.
the alone.
I've been recording you, ma'am.
Of course you are.
And then what? What are you gonna do?
Okay, put it around, dude. We're done.
Not a goddamn
We're
thing.
done.
Oh.
We're done.
Don't get close. Back away. She's been harassing him this whole
I
time.
have not. Ma'am, what are you, how are you in here?
It's just fun, yeah.
No, especially when somebody's psycho.
The line.
Keep going.
I know. I hope you're enjoying this. I really do. I just wonder, do you just have that out all the time throughout going through the store?
No, just when people are harassing others and acting like parents.
It wasn't
I'm not gonna even get in an argument with you.
Yeah, you're still recording. That's what's getting, like, it would be one thing if you actually turned it off. Like, the interaction's done. Now it's between us. Because this is stupid. Let me ask you a question. I just want to understand. Excuse me, you're going to record me. Oh, wow. And you're not even going to listen? Oh, that's trashy. That's trashy. So, like, were you there when it all happened? Don't even, you're not going to engage. No, it's a simple question. She's not going to engage. She's not going to understand, but it's a simple question. Were you even there when it all happened? You have the whole thing on recording? That's what I would like. The whole thing, even him cutting in front of us? No, because I was the last one in line. So you weren't there. You wouldn't know. And that's the part where you're just like...
additional information here. Apparently the guy left the trolley in the line and took like 3 or 4 steps away to something nearby to go look at it, and then came back, and that's when they, quote, apparently assumed that he was cutting in line even though the trolley was there. I don't know, it just seems like a massive kerfuffle of stupidity, especially from the pair in the middle. It's like, if someone's annoying you behind you, maybe, just maybe, especially if they're recording, you just don't engage. If you don't engage with them, then they never get this good footage that they then post online, that then gets posted by various different channels on YouTube. Maybe just don't engage. But they did, so here we are. It's funny, isn't it? Here we have an apparent employee coming to a subway they used to work at. They want to store their electric bike on the inside of the subway whilst they get their food, but they know that the policy is that that's not allowed. When they get told that that's not allowed by one of the people who works there, she decides to take this entire thing in a bit of a tirade and then ultimately gets refused service, which is when we jump in with this clip here.
Disrespectful to us, you've been disrespectful to other customers.
Other customers, I didn't say nothing. I asked him if it was bothering him and he said no. Straight up. That customer said my scooter was not bothering him. You heard him say it did not bother him that I was in here. He didn't say nothing to me.
Okay, Nick, please, let's...
Please, I put my stuff outside like you wanted. I want a tuna footlong pro with regular cheese and I'm leave.
I don't think we're going to be served.
You are going to serve me because I did exactly what you wanted.
You're being incredibly rude to us, so I'm not...
I'm being incredibly rude. Right? I'm asking for my son, but I did what he wanted.
I just came here leaving.
Exactly. Is that rude asking for you want by doing something?
You've been yelling at us for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
that's true.
I just want my sandwich. That's fine.
You need to leave. We're not doing this.
All I want is my daughter's sub.
Then you shouldn't have come in and yelled at us.
Then you should have let me order with my bike right there. It wasn't a problem. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Incredibly rude that is. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Yeah, I know, you just want your food. Freaking ridiculous. Look, my daughter's freaking hungry and you won't let her get her food. Like, that's ridiculous. I literally did what you wanted.
Oh my god, I feel bad for her. She was...
Like, how horrible of a person are you? How horrible.
Bye, Michelle. Nice to see you.
Bye, hard.
Damn.
Piece of shit.
She's got issues, bro. And by the way, I'm on your
no
side.
idea. She used to work here.
She did? Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro.
I've been here for about 2 years. I was 17 at the time. She quit on the spot because she was beefing with another employee.
Oh my god.
Left me alone.
I feel sad for the daughter, but she goes to my school and
Does
everything.
she really?
Yeah, she does. She's
I
a
mean, you could
17.
see her. She was embarrassed. She was trying to get her mom to go. I feel bad for her.
Ultimately, she got trespassed from this subway for the future. The police came not long after this clip was taken, and she was put on the list of people that can't come to this subway anymore. So I suppose she gets to go annoy a different subway from this point forward. Kind of crazy. It's one of those things where it's like, I do return to my old workplaces every now and then just to talk to people that I used to know, though over time, less and less people I used to know actually work at these places anymore because times change. But apparently she got fired because of just issues that she had with other employees and other things on those lines, so I don't get why she's coming back. Is it just purely to be a nuisance? I don't know. Here we have a peculiar fight in the middle of an airport whilst walking around.
That's not the way you go about things. That's how we're fucking moving sidewalks, man.
If you want to stand, you just stand to the right.
Stand to the right, walk on the left. It's called moving sidewalk works.
It's fine.
World star.
We can get a cop because I want to walk on a moving sidewalk.
You come back to Philly to this shit, this is crazy. I ain't want to stay in Texas, but still. Look. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I suppose what happens in Philly stays in Philly, unless it gets recorded and put onto the internet, and then not so much anymore. Whoopsies. Here we have a guy who thought he'd have a bit of fun trolling a Karen.
If I did, if you have a problem,
You broke the law.
You can, lady.
You broke the
I
law.
didn't break the
You
law.
went down a private dock.
Oh my God! I broke the law. I took a wrong turn. Please, someone arrest me. I took a wrong turn and I went down a dock. Oh my God! Oh my God! What the f is going on? I went down the wrong turn.
I bet that Karen is regretting literally every decision that led her to this point in time in her life. Messing with this guy who just goes, okay, cool, you want to be like that? I can be like that too, but 10 times worse and make you look stupid. Oh man, I love these type of people. Here you ever comes across a random argument occurring whilst he was getting some form of food.
That's not your business. I'm paying my money for this. You're paying your money for yours, so don't worry about mine. Keep it going. I damn sure will. You got the right one. On the wrong. That's it, baby. That's it. It's 2 wraps. Somebody that ain't my business. That ain't
You're making it everyone's business. Just shut up.
You don't tell me the mother. Shut up. I'm grown, bitch. I'm grown. Well, mind your own business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. No, he can shut his mouth and stay out of my business. That's what he can do.
I got you.
You should love random public freakouts you come across where people are just arguing over what is seemingly kind of stupid. You ever come across a guy who's wearing some military clothes at an air show and, well, the people who are recording this notice that his patches that are on his clothes are a little bit all over the place and not where they should be, so they call him out for it, and here's how things go.
I know, don't do
telling me it's on stolen value.
Don't stop for
I'm a mother veteran and a pilot.
That's
so correct.
We're military family. I
Yes,
don't know
that's
that,
right.
But I just don't want you
That's
talking
right.
to kids like that.
Stolen valor, really.
Just fix your patch and then we'll be all right.
What?
Fix your patches and that's it. These guys know what the patches mean. Fix them.
They're little.
Because if you were in the uniform, just wear it right.
No, you fix it for me.
No. You have to fix it. That's why you have to teach these kids. If you want the uniform,
I understand.
These kids know. That's why they know. That's it. That's it.
All right, guys, just let's go.
Have a good one.
Stolen valor.
Look, I'm not going to claim to have any idea where these type of patches should actually be on clothing like that, but from just looking at it, I don't think it's meant to look like that, where you have patches not only overlaying over the top of each other, but patches that are also hanging off the material of the clothes itself because they've not been put in a place where you can apply the entire patch. Just from observing, that doesn't look right in any way, shape, or form. But hey, again, I don't know these type of things. This here is probably like the most crazy explosion I've seen at a Subway in quite a long ass time. Heck, I don't think I've seen a clip to this scale at a Subway before. Maybe I'm wrong on that one, but here's the clip.
Hurry up, that guy will not me. And me and my boyfriend are trying to get him to leave and he's refusing.
Dude, like I said, I will have a conversation with the... Dude, get out of my... Out. Hit me. Get out of my goddamn face. Hit me. Get the Yes, it is. I know Antonio, dude. Dude, the door. Jason knows the same again. Now get the out of my goddamn face. You would hit me.
I wish you
I'll go out of the car, you piece of shit.
You guys, please stay in your building.
You know what? Right now. Out of here, man. Get out of here, dude.
Okay, please line the
You mother out of control.
please let the
Up, old man. You are going to jail, dude. You know you're not the first person to say that. I didn't touch you, did I? I did not touch you. You assaulted my wife. Threatened intimidation, mother. You threatened to pull my ass. No shit. Get out of here. You're going to jail. No, you touched my wife. I'm calling 911 right now. You're going to jail. Go for it. I got witnesses. And you're on video, dude. No shit. You're on video. No shit. Why did you touch my wife then? Why did you touch my wife? I didn't touch the door. Piece of shit, dude. You touch women. Oh, goddamn. You did. 10 seconds. What are you going to do, dude? I'm going call 911. I got the right to do that.
Go for it.
All right, back up. Back away from my car. Back away from my car,
No,
dude.
I'm on property.
So am I. This is a public place, man.
No, it's not, dumbass.
Yes,
It's
it
Forest
is.
and
This is
Baker.
all public.
Private.
Private? You
Yes.
all know this, my guy?
Private
You're
property.
overboard, dude. I came here to eat, and I got harassed by them, and you, and them. Everybody.
Do you not know what right to refuse service means?
Look, man, you have no clue what just happened in there. And you come busting that door.
I don't have to know what the happened.
You have no reason to be in there. No reason. They're yelling at me, man. I came in there as a customer.
I can hear both of you yelling at each other through the
They went
goddamn
off
wall.
on me. They went off on me, so I have the right to defend myself and say what I want back, man.
No,
it's a free
you
country.
don't.
Freedom of speech. I have the right
Except
to do
your right
that.
to threaten intimidation.
I didn't threaten nobody.
You threatened me,
They
bitch.
pulled a nightstick on me, dude. With my
After.
wife right there. With my wife. You're a liar, bro.
No, I'm not. We got
You work right here? This is your business?
Yeah.
Okay, I would definitely write a bad review about your business as well.
Go ahead, ain't the
I
first
will.
one.
I will.
Go ahead,
I
it ain't
will.
the first one.
And you know what? I am still going to call the cops, but I'm just not going to wait here with your crazy ass. I'm going to call them, let them know about who you are and where you work. There was nothing but an argument going on, bro. An argument.
And they
But you
told
want to
you
come
leave.
make a bigger scene.
And they told you to leave, yeah?
Yeah, and I was going to leave.
No, you weren't, obviously.
I was very upset at them yelling at me, dude. They were yelling at me.
You get upset, you take off.
I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Otherwise, you would have been gone before
I don't like the way
walked
they
over
were
there.
talking to me, okay? Simple as that, dude.
I don't give a you like the way somebody's talking to you.
Yeah, whatever, man. God, dude. So pathetic.
Yes, you do have the right to respond if someone's an ass towards you. That is totally a fair thing to say, but here's another thing. The security don't care how one got to this situation here. Security's job is to end the current situation in the easiest way they possibly can, the most peaceful way possible that doesn't resolve in fights and other junk like that happening. And you know how that works? Oh yeah, by removing the customer from the premises if they're fighting an employee. Because you know, the employee has a right to be there, they're there for a job, whilst you're there as a customer who can be refused service at any time, and right now, that they want you to go. You would refuse service. They want you to go, and you're sitting there arguing with them. So, of course, another employee has gotten security involved to end the situation because clearly you weren't leaving peacefully. It's as simple as that goes. Yes, you have the right to do X, Y, and Z, but they also have the right to do X, Y, and Z. So what's your point here? I also love how he went from going to call the police to now he's going to write a bad review, and apparently he is still going to call the police, but he's going to leave the situation before doing so and then tell them to come here. I wonder if police actually showed up after the fact. This Karen was attempting to hold this car park for someone one way or another by standing in the car park, you know, the typical entitled Karen thing to do. Anyway, someone else comes in and takes the car park, and this is her reaction to that information.
Can you say that
you
again?
You want to record me?
Can you say that you're gonna key the car?
Yeah, do you want to say that you just took a spot when someone was standing right there?
That you're not a car?
A human was standing right there. Would you like me to call the cops? Would you like me to call the cops?
Yeah, call the cops.
Okay. You have no dignity.
Wasting my time.
I'm wasting your time?
Yes.
I was standing right there.
You're on the sidewalk.
Are you kidding me? I was standing right in the spot.
No, you weren't.
What gives you guys an attitude to stand right here, to actually think that you have respect when some human was standing right here?
You weren't standing right here.
Okay, I'm going to key your car. Have a good day.
Whoa.
Oh, you're so
Back
cool.
up.
You're so cool.
Back up.
Oh, yeah, leave. I would love to see you leave.
I
'Cause
said
you are a
back up. I
cheater.
didn't say
In this
leave.
millennial attitude where you think you own the world and you own everything, this instant gratification, get some civility back. I'm going to key your car.
Don't you love the audacity of some of these people saying that, oh, you're just being entitled because this is meant to be for someone else, this car park, that's why I was standing here. That's not how you save car parks, ma'am. That's just not how that works at all. It's literally the first car that gets there gets the car park. There is nothing else to it. You can't just stand in a car park and reserve it. And then it makes me question, where in the world is the person who you're saving the car park for? Surely they wouldn't be that far behind you if you're already there standing in the car park waiting for them to catch back up. It's just fascinating seeing these type of people out in the world. And then of course the idea of like, man, show some chivalry, I'm going to key your car in the same sentence is nuts. Here we have staff trying to control people at an airport.
Today, sir, is that you're not going to talk over me and you're not going to talk over me. I'm looking at this gentleman directly and I'm speaking to him. You don't overspeak me and you don't get an attitude with me. Because what we're going to do is call court police and have you removed. So do me a favor, step back.
Talk to the gentleman.
Step back.
I'm standing right here. Talk to the
Step back. Sir.
Talk to the gentleman.
Thank you. Like I said, it's a box the size of that.
This seems like a situation where someone's getting involved in a conversation they're not meant to be involved in. Here we have a Karen going on a tirade against a minimum wage worker all over fried chicken.
People like her make me want to reach back there and snatch her little ass and bring her over this desk. I don't give a I'm going to jail. I'll her little ass up. You see how she talking smart? She need not to say nothing. She needs not to say nothing. Because she needs to know how to be professional. Be professional. If she don't know how to be professional, she needs to be fired. And that's it, and period. I'm not about to deal with nobody attitude like that. This is the second time, same female. I asked them, why is she over there? They said, oh, that's what she do. She keep going to the back right there. She don't want to come out and deal with the customers. So either her job is to work back there in the heat and don't come with the customers, and y'all got extra help, or she don't need to deal with no customers at all. Because I'll slap a bitch like her in the parking lot all day, every day. And I don't care. Everybody got problems. I'm going through my own shit. The last thing I feel like doing is dealing with her attitude. And all I want is some chicken. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm sorry, lady, it works in the rules of threes, not a rule of two. There's 3 strikes and then you're out, not 2 strikes, so you've had it twice now. Wait until the 3rd time, then you can have the 3rd strike and get rid of her. Apparently she went on this tirade for another 20 minutes before finally leaving the store, which is just kind of insane, to say the least, but hey, that is what it is. It's midnight at an airport and we have a grown man yelling.
Grown man! Talk to me the way you talk to them. Talk to me the way you talk to them. See what happens. I'm a man. Talk to me the way you talk to these little girls. I don't give a if you're tired. You're a grown man. Deal with it. They're tired. They're teenagers. Let them breathe. It's their first time traveling. You're giving them a hard time.
Not sure the context of this clip itself, but I'm assuming that the guy yelling is either a family member or father of those kids that this other guy was yelling at previously, at least prior to the clip, based upon the information we have here. And if so, good job, but maybe yelling at an airport in midnight, maybe not the greatest idea. Maybe tone down your volume a little bit. I don't know. This guy's walking down a sidewalk on a street, and a pair of dogs starts running up to him in the middle of the street. He then makes a casual threat to hurt a dog or something along those lines, and the owner is very mad. Here's the clip.
Your dogs came and almost bit me. It's illegal to have your dogs on leash. Yes, it is.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Get the out of here.
No.
You don't belong here.
No, you don't belong here.
I live here, buddy.
Well, you don't belong here.
I do belong here.
How do you belong
now,
here?
you need to get the out of here.
I don't need
call
to
the
do
cops.
anything. On what? For
I
what?
will call the cops
For
because you
dog.
are threatening me now.
How did I threaten you?
You are threatening
You're
me.
on
Turn that
now.
car
Oh,
off.
you just hit me. That's assault, ma'am. You just assaulted me.
Turn it off.
You just smacked me.
You're a asshole.
You just smacked me. You're going to call the cops on me?
Come here, Eli.
While your dogs are running loose, almost biting people? I just was assaulted. Call the cops, ma'am, please. You just assaulted me.
My daughter is a cop.
That's okay. Your daughters see this on camera that you just smacked me? They don't care.
Get out of here.
I don't need to get out of here. This is public property. This is public property. Your face is bothering me.
Really? Who are you?
Somebody who was...
You're going to say that my face is bothering you.
Somebody who was
What have I
casually
done to
walking
you
down the
that my
sidewalk
face
and
is
your dogs
bothering you?
attacked me.
And, you know, morons like you...
Moron, okay.
You are a moron who get their
cameras out.
Why? Because some lady like you said you'd call the cops on me because I threatened you when I never threatened you? Because you lied. Because you lied. Because you lied because your dogs were off without a leash.
What did I lie about?
You said I threatened you.
You did.
When?
You're saying you're going to my dog.
That's threatening you?
That's threatening me.
Well, your dogs were off the leash, came off your property. Your dogs were off the leash, came onto public property, and came to me like they were going to bite.
Get a gun out, you're going to threaten everybody around here because you don't know how to shoot a gun.
How do you know that? You know me?
Because I know who you
You've
are.
met
You
me?
look like an idiot.
I look like an
You
idiot.
look like a moron and an idiot. Yes, you do.
You look like you need to be in a nursing home and get out of my face.
You need to get out of my face.
Or else
Get
what?
out of the street.
I'm not in the street. I'm in the sidewalk,
And, you know, people
moron.
like you take movies of everything.
'Cause you lie?
Is that because
Because
you
you lied?
So,
Because you said
insecure with who you are?
No, because you
wanna
lied
talk
and said I
shit?
threatened you.
Get the out of here.
Make me. You don't own the world.
You want to threaten me again?
How did I threaten you?
Start
What?
something?
Threaten you again?
You want me to start something?
You said get out of here. I said,
You
make
make
me.
me.
Yeah, make
What,
me.
you want to fight a woman?
No, I want to stand on a public
Don't
sidewalk
underestimate
that's
me.
public.
You-
I'm not
because
under.
You're looking for trouble. You're
Looking
you're
for
kind of
trouble.
a
Actually, I was looking for a leisurely walk, and your dogs came off your property. Right, liberal Democrat. Okay, yeah. You're a woman who needs to keep her dogs under control, ma'am.
The response to this clip has been quite interesting. There are some people that think like, oh, they didn't actually bite you, so you're overreacting and things along those lines. But I just want to stop the entire conversation there. If you're out in an area like this, you should have your dog leash. Doesn't matter how well you believe you have them under your control. If at any moment they choose to run up to a random person walking up on a footpath, that is where things are going to go wrong. Yes, you might believe that your dog's never going to bite anyone, but how is the person walking down the street meant to know that? What's stopping them from having a rational reaction because a dog's sprinting up to them? A dog they do not know is sprinting up to them in a manner that does seem kind of aggressive. There's going to be a different reaction depending on the person, and there will probably be a case where someone just whips out a gun and shoots them point blank because, you know, the dog's running up to them. You don't know if the dog's going to come and attempt to attack you and stuff like that. And yes, that is an overt reaction that you should not have either. But this is why you just keep your dog on leash when you're in an area where random people can just be walking by. Like, it's really that simple. That's all there really is to this clip. Everything else that happened afterwards is just a dog owner not willing to be responsible. Like, yep, they probably should have been on a leash when in this area, because it's not fenced in. The dog can just randomly run away at any time, and I don't really have too much control over that, clearly. This group gets a meal from McDonald's, and it turns out they tried to serve them a raw burger, and here's what happens next.
Well, you guys are going to give me something because this is literal food poisoning. How's there a raw patty
3 patties.
on top of my McDouble?
3 patties.
There's 3 patties. There's literally 1, 2 cooked, and then there's a raw one on top.
Well, I wasn't the one cooking, so I can't say anything.
Okay, but you were the one who handed me my phone, the food, so you need to give me something because I will literally call the cops. This is food poisoning.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, where's the manager? I see a car here. Is the manager still here? She can go open it.
The cashier's closed. It's closed. It's 124. You
So
guys
what?
are recording because you don't have my consent.
It's a public area.
And you
It's
guys
public.
just fed me food
Yes,
poisoning.
it's public. You're in a public area.
Yeah, because you guys gave me food poisoning. So we have every right to record.
We'll call the cops on you. Thank you.
I love that. I mean, I didn't cook it. It's not my problem. And then, of course, when she's getting recorded, and she goes with the old, you don't have my permission to be recorded. It's like you're out in a public place, unfortunately. So that doesn't quite work in the scenario. What happens when you get a Kevin/Karen that wants to complain about the most non-consequential junk that you can ever complain about, complaining against an employee who literally could not care less about the job they're currently at? I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling this clip is a very good example of that.
I don't care. Alright, they're already on the way, dumbass. Sir, can you move? Gonna knock that bucket out off your head. You know, you can't say that. I'm doing it. What are you going to do? What you can't say. What employee you work for tells you that you called me a asshole? How do you think
Oh my God.
They'll probably feel that you're an asshole. God, get me fired. I live 45 minutes away from here. I'm looking for another job. Go ahead.
Other people behind you are hungry.
I know you couldn't care less.
My guy, I gotta go to work.
Hey, just to let you know, this guy, I'm not serving him. He says he doesn't give a shit about you guys. He specifically.
Whoa, what happened to the swearing, buddy? I thought we were trying to have a friendly conversation. All of a sudden you're swearing at me? Oh, I am. You can hear him in the background. You can hearing aid turned up. Can you hear him? Yeah, you got limited years left on this earth. That's how you're going to waste them?
And additional things for Juicy, yeah, that cop that you could hear in the background, those sirens, yeah, it was for the guy holding up the line. He got arrested. Man, that's just embarrassing. Now I wonder if the employee was being purposeful not caring about their job, or did they all do this as a ploy because this is a guy who commonly comes and complains like this? It'd be funny if it was the latter, but probably not. Here we come across a random argument that's going on.
Come at me! I didn't give you permission! Out of here! Out of here! I didn't give you permission! Out of here! So out of here! Out of here! Out of here! I'm not shitting you! I'm not punching the shit out! Crack my phone! I don't give a why would you record me? Out of here! Why would you record me? Get out of here! I don't give a get out of here! I'm from New York! So am I! So am I! I'm bad! Out of here! I'm bad!
I mean, it's just another day in the city, really. Here we watch some wild antics.
You understand that he's a medical service dog, right?
That's not what you told us at check.
Yes, we did. Yes, I did, and I gave her the video. Oh, assault! I saw that. Oh, you're going to jail, lady.
I got
You're
that.
going to jail today. We got it on camera. Assault.
There we go.
Assault.
Thank you.
Assault.
You
Thank
were
you.
in the way.
You're good. All right. No, that was assault. You're going to jail.
There we go. I got it on footage. Don't worry.
She definitely looked like she did that purposely. She just pulled the clipboard out of the way, jumped up, and tried to slam down that door quickly as she possibly can without giving them a warning to move. Wow. The person behind the camera used to live in this house here, but they left yesterday. They moved out, everything and all that, because they got given a 60-day notice because the owner of the house wanted to sell the house. Anyway, we have the retailers coming in to do some bits and pieces with the house, making all types of complaints, even had the audacity to complain about there's being no power in this building because the tenant did the normal thing of transferring the utilities out of this house into the house they've moved into.
No, 5 years ago. I've lived here for 5 years.
Okay.
Lived here for 5 years.
Can you tell us why there's soot all over the walls when
A what?
photographs obviously have no soot on the walls?
Of what?
There's soot on the wall by the fireplace.
No, ma'am. There has always been soot there, and
We have photographs and we have. Did you say anything to Ahmed about?
yes, I did. Yes, I did. When COVID happened, there was no power, and I said, "Hey, what's going on with the fireplace?" And I had to find the key for the fireplace.
You know what? When I met you the first
You know what? I don't
time,
have to
you told me
justify.
It was like that since you moved in. So see, we caught you in
Yes.
another lie. You moved in 2019.
It had soot all over the ceilings, all over the wall.
There are
I told,
photographs.
flip your
There
hair,
are
Karen.
photographs.
Flip your Karen. What else do you have to say? Please, by all means. You're racist.
Why is she racist? Why am I a racist? What
You have come off lying
oh my
to
God,
me
you
from the
use
very
language
beginning.
Of social
Don't.
justice in a ridiculous way.
Wow, and you think that you can gaslight me?
How are you racist? I'm not sure. How am I gaslighting?
She has been nothing but sexist and gaslighting me
sexist.
and racist, and in front of my two young daughters, and in front of a prospective tenant.
Won't work here
Don't.
because of the
Don't.
way you screamed at your kids.
Really?
Yes.
My kids?
Yeah.
When was that? Again, gaslighting. Prove it. Prove it. And now you're putting poor guy under it.
Pardon me? Yeah. Richard, am I racist? You know what? Let's just.
Here we go.
Hey. That's okay. It is impossible to do a walkthrough with no electricity.
I transferred my utilities under my name out of this house. I'm completely entitled to do that.
Of course you are, but the city of Austin does not.
She was not accommodating, and I was out. I was allowed to be here till 6 p.m.
You're the one who changed that.
Yeah, you said the only time you had available was 3 to 3:30.
I'm not at your beck and call. What about you?
But yet I'm supposed to be at your beck and call.
No.
Right?
No.
Yes.
Why
I have.
why
I
would
have
you say that?
definitely
Why
a
would you
lot of
say that?
string of messages from you.
So do we.
Good.
So do
Well,
we.
Look, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the comments for these original clips for this one was very harsh towards her, especially for the use of the racism and sexist and stuff along those lines. And I'm going to be completely honest, based upon the context here, I don't think those keywords are warranted. I do think gaslighting can definitely be something warranted here, depending on what's actually going on here. Because, yeah, a good chunk of... If someone's been in a house for more than 5 years, at least in most places, most damage gets accounted for wear and tear because the tenant was in that house for an extraordinarily long time. The only time where that doesn't happen is when it's like egregious damage, like smashed hole in the walls, or the kitchen top bench ripped off, or doors ripped off and things on those lines. But general wear and tear marks as marks in the paint, or let's say in cases of furniture leaving a heavy computer chair leaving marks on the carpet, it's just all accounted for. Yep, that's just wear and tear. This is what happens when someone lives in a house for half a decade. These things happen. So soot being on the walls near the fireplace, I don't think is something that would be warrantable to complain about, because that could be considered under just general wear and tear. And complaining about the lack of utility, saying, oh, we can't show off the house like this. Well, that's not her problem. That's your problem. If you haven't got utilities in and you expected the tenant to leave their name on this house for the utilities and continue to pay for it, then that's a you problem. You need to fix that now. There's nothing much more to it. Here we watch a casual argument with the neighbors.
I likes to threaten my son.
Nobody threatened your son. I told him he needed to, because Grace come right down from the church and said that they were threatening to beat up Junior and Joseph, which they weren't even here. So I walked up and I said, you guys need to stop threatening everything.
So who's the men? Who are the men? Who are the men that walked up there and decided they're threatening my son over this? Because I want to know.
The one with the 15-year-old, but he's not here.
There's four
Where is he?
There's 4 kids up there saying that.
What's his name?
There's 4 kids up there saying that.
There's 4 kids.
Three
and this
adults,
is the 3rd time I've been on this street.
3 adults cornered them, and they
well,
caught
I'm
them
tired of
scared.
them threatening my nephews, and the other man threatened to have my nephews jumped. I said, go ahead, have my nephews jumped. That's not how this works around here. It's ridiculous. My boys have already had to fight with these boys enough, and that is
My
why
son's
they are
in
no
here
longer-
every other fucking week.
That is
And
why
it
my
ain't my
nephews
son, and I'll tell you that
Okay,
right
I
now.
don't live here, I'm done talking.
Good, bitch. Well, I'm a so if you want some, come the out.
Don't you love how the guy next door is just hanging around his front door, and then after things start getting intense, he just opens up the door so he can hear what's happening? Here we are in an extended stay hotel / motel. I've never known the difference between the two. Someone can inform me in the comments. And this guy here is complaining about how everyone keeps talking mad crap about him. But apparently, he's the source of his own problems, as he's the one who's been continuously attempting to pit everyone else at this extended stay place against each other, and here it is, backfiring.
I don't talk about none of y'all. Y'all texting my phone. People texting my phone saying this, that. I don't even know, mother. Man, you keep talking about how tough they is. Call me. And keep my, y'all, I got kids older than all y'all. I don't game. You shouldn't have said it.
It's true.
It's not true.
You want me to call him right now?
You can call him and ask him what he told me.
You lie about everything.
Man, I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't know you. I'm not trying to none of y'all and none of that.
And he can take that as somewhere else. Yeah, nobody said that in front like that. Don't do that in front of my son. Don't do that in front of my daughter. Because shit can go left real quick. This should be surrounded by witches, so like they're that serious. He needs to go. They need to come out. He's the problem.
Apparently someone went to the lengths of ripping their mirrors off their car, which is kind of wild to say the least, but I suppose it's really just simple. You reap what you sow. He's been busy sowing all this chaos, and now here he is coming to reap all that chaos, except it's now going after him. Whoopsies. The story we have with this clip is that this area here is the public kitchen lounge area for use for people in the apartment complex. Basically, it's this massive kitchen lounge. It's just a nice entertainment area for the people who live in the apartment complex when they need something along these lines. And well, this person here, they've had some family come down and visit them, and they don't get to do this that often, so she's hosting them here at her apartment where she lives. Unfortunately, her apartment itself isn't that big and wouldn't be big enough for hosting something on these lines, which I'm willing to believe considering this space exists in this apartment complex in the first place. Anyway, they're out here enjoying their food, having a good time, and one person decides to be a part of the public lounge area and does not like the noise that these other people are making. So then this happens.
That's it right there. That's it right there. You heard what she said, boy. She said boy. She wanted to get that up. It don't matter. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. 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 We already.
And the cops are coming to take you and cops.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't care how many times I am. I've been a Freakouts since 50 years before you were born.
You're a reptilian. It doesn't matter.
Take your ass out of here. You don't own this place.
She's prejudiced.
She's
prejudiced.
She's a reptilian.
911. Go ahead and attack me in my own building.
Ain't nobody attack you, ma'am. Ain't nobody attack you. Ain't nobody attack you, ma'am. You started it. You started it. You started it. You started it. Why you gotta ask him what he doing? If he was white, would you have asked him what? This is my clubhouse too.
Control your cracks.
Don't say nothing. Lord, Lord, Lord.
You should go. You should go now.
Jabari.
You should go now.
Jabari. I'm recording it. I'm recording it. Jabari.
Everybody living here, man.
I've been attacked.
Yeah, you doing too much. Yeah, you doing too much. You doing too much. You doing too much.
You doing too much. That's like a female.
You doing too much. Go, Quita. Quita. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
We're doing this in front of children. There's children in here. There's children in here.
Jabari.
These are children. These are children.
My first experience with a camera.
It's a camera right there. It's a camera right there. It's not your home by yourself. You don't live there by yourself. Colgate great too.
All the way up and the cops.
All right, so we gonna bring some Colgate. What's your address?
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Stay away from me.
Respect is Respect is
No, respect is yes.
No, it's not.
I respect other people.
You did. You said you were going to call the police when I came here. You said that.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I heard you talking to your friend. I heard you,
I
man.
said I was going to call the
No, you said
What
it.
brat?
You said it before
because you
that.
walked in here.
Yes, you did.
You're racist.
You said that.
You are
I can't
racist.
be racist,
You
man.
think because I'm white you can attack me?
I didn't attack you.
You're doing it right now.
Nobody's attacking
Yes, you are. You're doing it right
I'm
now.
speaking civilized.
My blood pressure is like raising stroke or heart attack. Because you're all doing it. My blood pressure high too. Everybody's got a
These my brats and I love them. That's why they here with me and you by yourself.
And your own friend walked down and said you always start in trouble.
She did.
That lady girl. She did. When we was in the hallway, we was
I don't even know who. I know the other lady. I don't even know who she is. I've been here since they built this building. I don't even know her.
You don't need to know anybody.
I don't even know her.
On this place.
I sure don't. I don't. I don't. I don't.
You don't belong here.
You
I
don't
don't.
either.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I paid and paid and paid.
She pay hers
too.
I own this place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, can you remove her, please?
No, she a tenant too. Don't involve her. She don't want to be involved.
That's what racism is. Their families and their
Listen,
children.
you know me. You see me all the time. My daughter come here from St. Louis, Missouri. I cook for my kids. Our apartment's not that big. You never see me down here. I'm either working in my place. I don't bother nobody. It's for everybody. So I don't know what the big deal is about it. But if she want to call the police, my address is on my license. So be it. I live here and pay rent.
Okay. Everything is okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Enjoy your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I really feel sorry for the children.
I love my brats.
Oh, you sure do?
I do. I all on. Have a nice day, Karen. I'm listening. Sorry, it don't matter. Words ain't never killed nobody.
It's somebody mama.
I swear to God.
Sorry.
2 squad cars.
I have a whole family full of law enforcement. Call them. Call them. Call them, Karen. We still here. I know what my driver license say. What yours say? Have a nice day.
That's just an insane blowout that is absolutely unnecessary, yet here we are. Like, it just feels unnecessarily petty from that person there, from the Karen of the video, to just be so upset about this type of thing. It's like one of those things where, yes, this is for use for the apartment people only, but I'm sure that there are also guidelines that, yeah, they can invite family over and have a good time, and all have as a mini party, as long as it's not trashing the place or being excessively loud with loud banging music and crap like that. This just seems like they're having a good dinner, and that's about all that's happening here, and she's upset that they're doing that, which can lead to very many questions. I just can't get over how much of a blowout this entire argument became. Here we get to witness the neighbors who are the life of the party in this neighborhood. When I mean life of the party, I mean the most annoying people in the neighborhood that nobody likes and gets in continuous arguments with all the time. For a good example here, this massive blowout that we watched on camera.
I'm not going to listen to threats in my yard.
I don't give a You heard
We're in my yard.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Okay, you recording, I'm recording too. What the what? So what?
I don't know what he thought that phone for to do.
Exactly. Y'all the problem.
There's so many neighbors that move because of their asses.
Everyone in this neighborhood is getting tired of y'all crap.
Y'all are so full of shit, bullying everyone. Letting your dog be violent towards
Exactly. The dog barking at the kids all the time. For what?
Call the police. Call them.
And you're
Call
a
them.
school teacher.
Exactly.
We ain't going nowhere. Call them. Shit, we'll sit here and wait. And you gonna show them what the hell that dog be doing when they get here too. I know, okay.
Y'all, my kids, I'm having a birthday party for my son Tuesday night. 8:45, this bitch or that bitch, whichever one, they come out, they turn on classical music. The music that I was playing didn't have no cussing in it or nothing. It was slow music. And then y'all turn on some classical music trying to ruin the goddamn birthday party for what? What we do to y'all?
Y'all better not have nothing back here.
What the did we do to y'all?
Calling the cops on somebody else across the street for having a birthday party. Saying they're smoking weed.
That's all. So many neighbors that move because of their ass.
Them people over there, they couldn't even come outside to play basketball because the goddamn dog will be barking up and down the damn fence. Who the want to come out here and deal with this shit all summer?
Get them on over here.
Yeah, you're right.
Who want to deal with this shit all summer? Every time the goddamn ball roll down to the fence, the dog just having a fit. The kids don't even want to come. We bought this house, and my kids gonna enjoy the fucking yard how they want to. I'm not gonna put my shit in the front yard like they did. And y'all shouldn't even did that shit. Y'all ain't got to put y'all shit in the front because of they ass dogs. You were right. Hell.
Gotta be honest, I completely lost track on what exactly is going on anymore. It just is a continuous mess. Someone complaining about classical music, or then they play other music very loud like the other person's doing classical music, but this time it's more swear heavy and stuff on those lines. I don't know, it's wild. Here you go, someone who wants to get some food from their local McDonald's, I'm assuming, and they can't because, you know, the lobby's closed, so they go through the drive-thru without a vehicle.
Food that I just paid for.
Yeah, because you're not in a vehicle. It's a drive-through specifically for cars. It's for the...
Oh, so it's just a car that can come here and get food?
Yeah, for
like, I didn't
drive-thru.
just come here like 3 days ago and ordered my food.
I wasn't here 3 days ago.
Okay,
This
well,
is
can
what
I
they
get
told
my
me for
food? I already
policy.
ordered my food.
It's a security policy.
I just paid, right?
You just paid.
Okay.
That's correct. Through the mobile app.
Exactly.
It will get refunded because we're
For
not...
what? I just bought food and you're trying to like not get my food because I'm not in the car. Make that make sense.
You're in a
You sound
drive-thru.
dumb right now. I already
Because
paid
our
for my
lobby
food.
is closed, so we can't do in person.
I'm not in the lobby.
Exactly. It's closed. We can't accept in-person orders.
Bro, you're slow or something, bro. Look, even he's on his phone because he knows how slow you are right now, bro. I just
He's
want my
busy
food.
doing other shit.
Okay, because he's on his phone, right?
If you
I just want my food.
If you want, I can get the manager to talk to you.
Totally. Please.
And they can decide whatever.
Totally,
But
for
I
sure.
was just telling you, our
Well, it's all on video how you told me
Our
so.
security policy just states
I just wanted my munchie. I honestly get both sides of this confrontation here about the whole, the security thing, we can't do it with unless you're in a vehicle, yada yada yada, but I also get the frustration behind the customer. It's like, I just want food. I don't have a car. Can I just get food, please? Like, from what I've witnessed, most drive-thrus don't care if you roll through on a bike or even an electric scooter. It just doesn't matter at the end of the day. And it's one of those things where, yes, your lobby's closed. Most of the people who are currently there expect that, okay, on that note, we might have some weird oddities come through the drive-thru because, you know, our lobby is closed for people to walk in and order food that way, so they have to go through the drive-thru one way or another. It looks like he got his food in the end, so good on him, but wild. Here we have an interesting situation where this lady has managed to sideswipe a parked car, and when gets confronted by the person whose car that she hit, rather than doing the usual of exchanging insurance information, she decides to call this person and do all these weird and wacky things.
Doesn't want to use insurance. Just hit my car. License plate.
That shit, your car was sticking out.
Doesn't matter. You hit it.
It doesn't matter.
How you gonna hit the car and
Are
say
you
it was
recording?
sticking out? Yeah, yeah. Now you even more.
You're a grown ass man over here recording a young woman. Grow up.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, so some guy's car was sticking out. I was driving and I hit his mirror. He's over here recording me, telling me that I'm gonna pay for his mirror. I'm on Myrtle. By Pants Pantry. It's a Chevrolet Tahoe. His mirror, like I was driving down the street and his car was sticking out. So our mirror's hit and his glass is like out. I can send you a picture. Like, the mirror is not broken, it's still there. It just popped out. He said he wants to go through insurance. So he wants money. I don't know what he wants to do. He's over here not letting me go. I'm parked. I pulled over to put out my mirror out so I could drive, and then he pulled over and he's blocking me right now. No. 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 How much you want?
I don't even know. Like, you just start going crazy for nothing.
I started going crazy. You came at my face with a camera. I
No,
have two
I
cameras
didn't.
to my face. You
I
have a camera to
didn't.
my face?
Yeah.
At my face. For
Yeah.
what? For a mirror?
We didn't
Shut
know
the
what
camera
you
off and talk to me like a grown man.
I don't know why you talking like that, bro.
Oh, he's
Like,
saying I don't know why I'm talking like that with the camera to my face though.
yeah, that's for both
How
our
much you want? How much
protection.
you want? I'm trying to go. I have things to do, so.
She just doesn't want to go through insurance. She doesn't want her prices to go up because, you know, everyone acknowledges the fact if you hit a parked car, 99.999% of the time, it's your immediately at fault because you hit a parked car. You hit a car that wasn't moving, wasn't going anywhere, sometimes doesn't even have a person in there. It's not that hard to, I don't know, see the parked car and not hit the damn thing. Or it was sticking out, you still hit the parked car. Yeah, okay, it's sticking out and parked a little whack, but not everyone's perfect. And yes, that can cause issues, but you know, it's a parked car. If you're paying enough attention to the road, you should be able to see that that issue's coming up in front of you and, you know, avoid it, unless you're too impatient to do that, or you're not actually paying attention to how you're driving. I don't know. Here you have a Karen going off at a bunch of KFC workers because the items that she got, I'm assuming this is what the case is, wasn't up to the quality and stand that she would expect for the price that she had to pay for them. So this happened.
And our gravy costs $7.99. That's almost $20.
This is a true Karen.
Your fries are not worth $8.99, and neither is your gravy. You gotta offer me something more than that to appease me for not having this ready.
I'm giving you another 2-liter Pepsi with your meal. No. That's the only that I can give you, ma'am. I'm so sorry about that. It's your choice if you want to take it or not. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not, because you're not satisfying me. Just because you got somebody else's order, you didn't bother to tell me that.
It's not just only you, actually, that is waiting, ma'am. And I have to apologize. And
I will do everything that I can to make sure that nobody ever orders from this store ever again, because you don't appease your customers when you screw up.
That's why I'm offering you.
Just so you guys all know, you guys are all doing a wonderful job.
Mind your own business.
I'm just telling them because you're making them feel like crap, and I want to build them up.
Thank you.
They don't
we appreciate that.
build up.
We've been living since, we've been working since this morning. It's been a long day for us, and it's
And you're doing a wonderful
we
job,
are trying
so
our
thank you.
best to cater our customers.
You should have told me.
Yes, take the order. That's
On
why
the
I'm
phone.
explaining it to you, ma'am.
You should have told me on the phone.
That's why I'm explaining it to you. I'm asking forgiveness, and I apologize for you for what happened.
Man, that must have been so infuriating. Moments after you say, I will do everything that I can to stop anyone from coming to the store ever again, and then a customer behind you gives praise to the staff members you're currently going off at. I genuinely want to know how frustrating that would have been for that Karen there, hearing praise to the workers after you've just dragged them through the shitter. It's just like one of those things where Karens have such giant-ass egos, and then when someone else around them tells them, actually, no, puts a pin in their ego, suddenly it's not as good for them anymore. Man's catching a big fish.
Hey, you got a fucking massive one, dude.
Move off the rail! God damn, people understand fucking English? Oh my God. Say it again! People, dude.
Hey, you need to calm your nerves. You got the fish, so
Yeah, people need to get off the rails. They're not fishing.
you need to.
I totally get the rage here, but at the same time, cool it, you know? If you're raging whilst trying to catch this fish, you're probably not going to catch it. Here we're at this, and then the person who's also in here is wearing a shirt of the same cinemas, so they might work here or be an associate. Who knows? Here's the clip.
In my seat. So take a step back. Don't touch my phone. Are you crazy? Is you crazy? Do not touch me or my phone. Take a step back, sir. Take a step back. Both of them. Take a step back now. Take a step back now. Take a step back. Sit back in our seat. Mom, please take a step back again. I asked you to give me a moment. Take a step back. You're being rude and disrespectful.
Giving you a
Take a
moment
step back. Take a step back. Take a step back. Thank you. Take a step back. Take a step back. I asked you to give me a moment. Now take a step back.
The lady behind the camera gets in trouble from the airport staff for a reason that you wouldn't have expected. Here's the clip.
Miss, can you back up off of me?
I need the chair. I need to pick up the passenger
There's
outside.
two
I
other
need
chairs right here.
This is my chair.
Okay, that's understandable, but back
Sit
up.
that way.
Okay, back up. First of all, you already approached me, miss. Back up.
Okay,
Get out my face.
Please, miss.
Get out of my
Sit that
face.
way.
Okay, move. Move so I can get up. Move.
I don't move.
Okay, well, I don't move
I
either.
need to call the police.
Call them. I don't give a f***.
It's okay, no problem. No problem. I call the police.
Call them. They right there. Go get them.
You have to sit that way.
First of all, you need to
sit that
learn how to
way.
talk to people. Learn how to talk to me.
Okay.
Don't just come up here talking about, miss, get up, get up. The f- I never had a problem. You don't understand me.
Come in my face screaming. I never had a problem getting up. Don't come up in my damn face. What's wrong with you?
Nah, y'all seen the video when the lady knocked the man out?
Alina, and learn how to speak English, bitch.
Yes, she got in trouble because she chose to sit down in a wheelchair seat, which is definitely an interesting choice to do in the first place. Now, granted, the lady is upset about how she was treated by the employee and not the fact that she was doing something wrong in the first place, and she felt like the worker should have been a bit more respectful to her, which you can have your own opinion on. An additional thing that was added after the fact, apparently she says that she has a disabled placard under her name, so she technically is allowed to use wheelchairs, I suppose. I don't know. I'll just leave this up to you guys. What are your guys' thoughts on the choices made here today? In this clip, an airport worker has to break some pretty bad news.
The flight has canceled. Unfortunately, we can't rebook or refund anything.
What you mean you can't?
At this time. We can't rebook or refund anything at this time because the systems are still down.
Okay, now that's all cool and all. That's all cool and all, but couldn't y'all have told me this shit like maybe 3 hours ago when we was asking the question? I wish you could have. But let me ask you. We're done. Okay.
Legitimately would hate to be in that situation where you get told, okay, so you know that flight that's been delayed for the past 4 hours? Unfortunately, it's been cancelled, and we can't do any rebooking or refunds at this point in time for this issue. It's just like, as the worker, how in the world do you even deal with breaking that news to a bunch of people that are probably going to be extremely mad at you because of this issue, even though there's literally nothing you can do about it? It's just one of those situations that's just terrible to deal with. And like, they can be rightfully frustrated because, you know, the flight they were meant to take 4 hours ago was delayed, and at 1:30 in the morning they got told that actually the flight's been cancelled. Good luck, you're on your own. Level of entitlement here is absolutely insane. Like, legitimately, I think she should be in a psych ward if this is how she reacts when someone doesn't willingly let her in. Here we have someone showing the appropriate response to when someone calls you out for littering.
Bitch, you're coming. I don't give a You the police? I'll throw the shit out again. Now pick it up. Now pick it up. Your ass will come up missing, bitch. I take your mother phone. You ain't white, you black.
I would never understand this type of person. It's just some form of heavy denial when someone calls you out for something you did wrong, rather than either accepting what you did wrong or just flat out ignoring the fact that you did something wrong. No, instead, you lash out at the person who just called you out for doing something wrong and do very stupid crap because you don't want to accept responsibility for your own actions. Here we are on the sleeping quarters side of a cruise ship, and where we have someone who's extremely unhappy with the people behind the camera because apparently they're being too noisy at 11 p.m. Here's the clip.
It's a one room and so many people, 11 o'clock. Everybody paid money to have a night, quiet night, okay? If it's not going to be quiet right away, I'm calling to security. That's it.
You can call security.
No, okay, so I'm going to call
security, okay.
What do you think? You're the one here?
Ma'am, go do what you say you're gonna do.
You're the one here?
I don't give a damn what you say.
I pay the same money like you.
And that's fine. Do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
The hell wrong with you?
Why she coming yelling at us like that?
I don't give a damn. I guess I don't know what you think. What you think?
It's a party.
I don't give a damn. I can party all I want.
No party.
No. I can do whatever I want. I pay the same money you did.
You're doing what you want.
I do what I want.
Let's see.
Let's see. Piece of shit, man. What you talking about?
I think the simple thing to just acknowledge here is that when you're on a cruise ship like this, there are usually multiple different places that you can go and hang out and just be loud and noisy and stupid. Especially like at 11 p.m. Yeah, it's a Wednesday, but it's until 11 p.m. Usually things are, I would assume, things are still open on a cruise ship. I don't know. I've never gone on a cruise ship. Can't afford to do that. It's not within the thing I can do. It's just one of those things where if you're in the sleeping quarters area where everyone goes to sleep, it's like a hotel. Be courteous of other people there. Like, they're already going to have to suffer through the people who snore very loudly and other things on those lines. So don't be loud and obnoxious for no real reason. If you're gonna be like that, go elsewhere in the cruise ship. There'd be other places, surely, to not do it where people sleep, especially this late at night. Like, come on. Here we have a perfect example of someone who got caught doing something they know is wrong.
You pushed in front of me. Can I ask why you went in front of me when I was waiting in line?
Here?
Yeah.
No, we are waiting for...
You're waiting in that one.
We are waiting here, but they asked that we have to take a plane, and they...
I have to take a plane as well. We're all at the airport, so, okay.
I just love the casual attempt to justify it at an airport, saying, "Oh, I've got a flight to go." It's like, yeah, so does the person behind you, and probably every other person who you cut in front of because you're impatient. You know you're in the wrong here. Just accept it and move on with your life, and you'll probably be a much better person. There are two lanes going into a single drive-through at Starbucks. There's zipper merging, where one car goes ahead of another car and it keeps going one by one. This person here, this Karen, decides that she doesn't want to obey what literally everyone else is doing in that moment, and when she tries to be entitled to cut everyone off, she doesn't get let in, and she decides to get out and start screaming and shouting at other people. Here's the clip.
It was 15 minutes though. Okay, get in front. Just keep going now.
That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
Oh, is it inaccurate? How
It
would
is.
you know since you just pulled up?
We did not
How
just
would you
pull
know
up.
since you just pulled up? Go ahead and film me. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Are you okay?
She's having a
Are
bad
you
day.
okay? No, you're an entitled bitch. Both you guys.
Thank you.
Apparently after this clip, multiple other drivers hopped out of their car to go off at her for being involved in this stupid shenanigans told her to leave until she decided to finally leave, not getting her morning coffee. This guy has an interesting way of letting know that their fellow employee has snuffed up.
I told you that.
Well, I don't like how you're messing up. If she gave you a 10, then you don't put in 5. That's what you did, right? So
Talk to me, I'm understand you.
Well,
I'm here, I'm understand you. Don't show any time.
Yeah, well,
I don't like that.
you know, the thing is, we tell you things, it goes in here and it goes out the other ear.
That's why you I don't like that.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Well, we don't like what you're doing either. So
Thank
it's
you.
even. Thank you. Thank you.
Look, I get it, they made a mistake, but I feel like there's this one very important rule when it comes to retail work. You should never go off at your employees when you're surrounded by other customers. That should be something you save to behind the doors so other customers don't have to deal with it, because A, it makes you look bad as a manager if this is your way of treating your employees, as well as it's basically very embarrassing to the employee themselves. You just don't do this type of thing. Deal with the thing very calmly, and then if you need to discipline them, don't do it when there's a customer around. Jeez. Here we have a Karen extremely upset because someone's out on the beach behind their house.
There goes the fence. Just because of people like that. I get to do whatever I want to, so get moving. I'm not joking around.
That's not a thing.
It's not harassment on the beach, it's harassment in my home property.
Whoa.
Get out of here. Now.
Ezra, come on. Will you... Yeah, that's what happens when you're angry for no reason.
Bet I'm angry. This is not an Instagram moment place. You're in my property, get moving now. Now you're in my property line. Move it.
Ma'am, we're walking.
Pretty slow.
Jesus Christ.
Don't use the word you.
Shut the up. Come on, Ethan. Yeah, because you're not any better. Come on, Ethan.
Because yes, grabbing the line and extending it past where it usually is how you claim more property in this world. Good on you. Great job. What a crazy person. Here we watch the aftermath of seemingly a board meeting that just occurred inside of the courthouse here between the person in the green dress and everyone else, quite literally. Here's the clip.
What'd you say? Burn them down first?
Yeah, I did.
Burn them down.
You're gonna die, and I'm gonna buy your house too.
Really?
Absolutely. We're gonna outlive you. No problem. Me and my kids. I'll buy your house, your house, your house, and every other house down there. And I'll rename the street. You can video me, you old hag. What do you want? What are you staring at? Go back to your measly life. Go on. Go put your hat on and your black suit and get the out of my face.
Because why?
You want to eat the camera? You hide behind your husband?
No.
Put your camera right in my face.
Go ahead.
Anything else?
No.
I thought you were leaving.
So are you.
If you
By the way, the courthouse is right over there. Next time you want to not
Right.
show up.
Right. Right. I'll be there. I'll be there. You don't intimidate me.
You don't intimidate me.
They needed to be walked out because of you f***ing jokers.
They didn't have to be walked
Oh,
out.
absolutely they did. I'm not intimidated by any one of you. Y'all drop that before I will.
This is not about you.
You're a loser, lady.
Really?
It's never been about
I'm
you.
the loser?
Yes.
I own 4 houses. I
Yeah,
own
great
several
deal.
businesses.
4 houses?
Your mommy gave
What's
you.
it
Four.
make you, huh?
It makes me a lot better than you, old man.
You're a loser, lady.
Yeah, I'm
You're
a loser?
Yes, you lost tonight.
That doesn't make me a loser.
You're
I'm
a
a
loser.
winner in life.
You're a
We'll
loser.
see.
Lady, I can buy and sell you.
I doubt
I know.
it. Oh, really?
I know, yes.
Really?
Look me up, lady.
Really?
Yes.
I don't need
Get
to
out of
look
here.
you up. You
I
get
can
outta
look
here.
you up.
You get
Because
outta
you know
here.
what this is your name?
You get outta
L.
here.
Loser.
Grow up,
Loser.
Loser! Grow up, old man. Look at your AARP card.
Oh, you have one too,
You
don't
have
you?
one too.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell by the face work.
You want to insult my appearance with your f***ing fake teeth?
Yeah?
Yeah. Busted up grill?
Rotten teeth.
Are you kidding? Are we
sick?
back in
Yeah,
high
look at
school?
you. You're like,
What?
I'm not intimidated by you. I'm a what? I'm a loser? What are you, a winner?
Yes, I am.
You're a winner
I'm a
in
winner.
life?
Yeah, I believe in God. You
Yeah,
don't?
me too.
Yeah, that means nothing.
Please.
Go
You
to
have
hell,
no
lady.
idea. I didn't walk into it.
There you
What,
go.
you want a
Not
belly
touching.
bump?
Not touching. I don't need
You
to
think
belly
I'm
bump you.
intimidated by you?
Nope.
Mike, Mike,
I know you're not.
Guys, we're not solving
And I don't
anything.
expect you to be.
We're not.
Back
Let's just.
No, I'm not backing up anywhere.
Back up.
I'm not backing up anywhere.
Back up.
No.
Back the f up.
No, and we don't need to get profane.
Yeah, we do, because
Why?
you got your
Why?
face in mine. And
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
no.
intimidated by any of you.
I'm not leaning forward. I'm not doing anything.
You came over here and your arm in my face. Knock it off.
Because you got in my
Grow up.
wife's space.
Grow up.
And I'm not going to
Grow
let
up.
you do it. Okay?
Grow up.
I'm not
Grow
going
up.
to let you. Okay.
Grow up. Grow up, old man.
Yeah. There you go.
Be
No,
the grandpa that you are.
You
Back
intimidating.
Up. Back up.
That's
You,
an honor.
he's
honey.
talking
Back
about
up.
your facial features, and you talk about me being old.
Yeah, back up.
So what?
Back up, grandpa.
It's okay for
Be a
you
good
to
man.
intimidate.
Be a man. Back up.
Be a man.
I'm a lady. Back up. Be a man.
You're a lady.
Be a man.
Oh, she's a lady.
Be a man.
Dictionary.
Be a man. You don't know how.
No, I don't.
You guys, this isn't productive. It went your way
Why don't you
tonight.
be a
That's
woman?
all we're
Why don't you be a
doing.
woman?
I can tell you that.
Not into be a woman.
Oh, you know how to
Mike, come on. You gotta go.
Come on.
I'm backing up.
Okay, we're done.
We're done. Don't give her the
You're like a grown ass man.
Your daughter?
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Come on.
Come on.
Stir it up.
You can tell by her vehicle that she's clearly compensating for something over here. Jokes aside, there's a lot of a story to this one. Effectively speaking, the person in the green dress, she owns 4 rental properties in a local homeowners association, a HOA of sorts. And the rest of this group are people who are part of that HOA of sorts. And none of them are happy with her conduct and how she is, what's happened with her rental properties in the area. So it's gone to this level here. There's a very, very long backstory to it. She's lost in this case here, and now she's just venting out her frustrations to everyone else who just won against her. And ultimately, If you own 4 beachfront properties that you have as rentals, I feel absolutely no sympathy towards you whatsoever. It's just one of those things. You're clearly richer than rich, considering you have 4 houses that you don't live in outside of whatever else house you have, and also you've clearly gotten a lot of plastic surgery. It's not good. We could say that, but that's not my thing to say here. And going after everyone else who, from the story tells, actually live in the houses they own in this neighborhood. Yeah, screw yourself, lady. Especially if you're going to go on the route. It's like, when you die and I'll burn your house down, I will take your house. It's like, what in type? It's just wild. You lose. You can't accept the fact that you've lost, and now you're having this wild outburst that no one's going to want to work with you again, or, well, people who see this anyway. Who knows if everyone will. Here we are at a theater where there are like 2 people watching The Lion King again, and we're seemingly in the ads preview section of it, the pre-show of the movie, and this guy is extremely upset that the guy behind the camera is on his phone.
Bro, just relax, bro. Just relax. Relax. It's a children's movie.
At AMC
Baldy?
You're in a movie.
Bro, you're f***ing bald.
Don't text, don't post.
You're bald.
Talk.
So stop talking.
Because when phones are turned off and the lights are turned down.
All right, I'll take you outside, and my bald head will beat your mother
just
ass.
Oh, what are you doing?
I mean, the lights are still on in the theater, so clearly we're not at the point where we're actually watching the movie, so I don't know why you've gotten so angry over this type of thing, but I find it quite funny that in the background we can hear the ad playing telling you to turn off your phone as the lights go down, which is just funny. Bro got mad enough that you can see the veins popping out of his neck over this, which is something else. Here we have a guy who's extremely upset that an Amazon worker is on the phone talking to someone whilst they are loading packages into an Amazon locker. So he decides to whip out his phone, start recording it, and this is what happens next.
No, she is doing something. She's talking on her phone. Instead of doing her work, she's talking on her phone. So I'm taking a video of this. Absolutely. Because that's what she said to do.
Right, but if you do...
Ma'am, I am doing it quietly. You're the one who's interfering. Then kick me out of the store so I can't pick up my package, while she's the one that's doing it.
Are you almost finished? Right.
The point is that she's multitasking while talking on the phone while she should be finishing the task. Instead, she's wasting her time talking on the phone.
Well, now she's talking to me.
So you can hear the phone talking.
No, she's going to practice. He's assaulting her pretty much verbally.
I'm the customer here.
I understand that, but you're acting like someone who's very upset and angry and yelling.
Why am I doing that?
See how you're talking to me?
Why am I doing that?
How you're speaking to me?
Why am I doing that?
What an oppressive ass. Like, seriously? Okay, I should make it clear. I get it if they were serving someone at the registers and they decide to be on the phone when at the registers. I can completely understand that type of thing, but that's not what's happening here. She is unloading packages into a locker. Yes, someone might need her help to understand how to use the locker system, but that's about it. She is mostly doing her own thing, stacking things into a locker, and if she's doing her job fine, who the hell cares if she's talking to someone on the phone at the same time? If she's still doing her job, I don't think it matters that much. It seems unnecessary to care this much about something so minuscule. I don't know. This guy hears a commotion in the car park and decides to check it out and see what's happening. Also records at the same time because of course they do.
You just insert yourself into shit. Yeah, you insert yourself into shit that has nothing to do with you.
What's your name?
My name's Billy Jack. Go the f*** off.
Nicholas Newman?
Yeah, that's me, Nicholas Newman. You want my phone number too? F*** off.
What is your phone number?
F*** off.
Does it
You had nothing to do with this. You were just in the parking lot, and we're like, "Hey, let me get involved."
No, I heard you yelling at someone, and I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Everything's fine till you got here, asshole. Off. Off. What kind of man has a phone like that? Like a little charm on the edge of it?
No, it's to like pull it out of my pocket so that I don't drop it.
Really smart. Off. Off already.
Does he always yell at people like that?
You're all right.
Huh?
You're all right.
Okay.
Everything's
Okay. Okay. Because he shouldn't yell at people like that.
There was nothing wrong until you got here, asshole. Okay, look, it's one of those things where, for the most part, I much prefer these type of people that are just like, hey, I hear a commotion. I don't get the whole whipping your phone out to record the commotion shenanigans. It's very silly, but whatever. Because you're at least showing, you were at least concerned that, hey, something's happening here. I'm going to make sure everyone's okay. And then, of course, someone else's response to act like a complete nut of dick about it and go off because apparently it's wrong to make sure people are okay when they're screaming and yelling in public. And you can tell the other guy's like, you're good, man. You're cool, man. What a wild character. The lady behind the camera here likes to just drive around, park in random spots, and just do things on TikToks for apparently several hours. And we have this guy who has, quote, been watching her for a few days now, coming up to question her about what she's doing in the area. Here's the clip.
Yeah, what's the problem? Okay, but you're being very hostile, and I don't know why.
I'm really not, though.
You really are. You just rolled up on me for no reason and asking me why I'm
asking you
here.
a simple question, what you're doing out here.
I'm sitting in my car.
Right, but this is the second day, same spot. For over 4 hours, you're sitting in the same spot.
Okay.
I'm asking you just a simple question. I live in the area, and I want to know what's going on.
Okay, I'm sitting in my car.
Doing what?
Making TikToks, watching TikTok.
Okay. Where do you live?
Why are you asking me that?
Do you live in the area?
Yeah, I do live in the area, so what's the problem?
And what's your name?
Why are you asking me
I introduced myself. I want to know who you are.
You said what's your name?
I introduced myself.
I forgot your name.
Detective Keller.
Detective Keller. What's
Elizabeth
your
Police
first name?
Department.
Okay. Is there a problem?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Okay, I don't feel like I have to answer you because I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you the question.
Okay, and I don't feel like I have to answer.
But you're in the same spot for 2 days now.
That's not even true.
It is, though.
It's not, though.
It is, though. Because last Thursday, you were in the same spot.
Last Thursday?
Last Thursday.
Wow, so you're watching me.
I'm not, though. I watched the area.
You're watching me. Okay.
I'm not watching you.
Why is there a problem?
I'm very observant to what's happening in my area.
Okay.
This is my area.
Okay.
I live right down the street.
Okay.
So I want to know.
And I live somewhere in the area, too. I don't have to tell you where.
Okay.
And you should be able to respect that. I'm not committing any crimes. You're just being a detective, you know.
It's a simple question. That's
and
all
I
it was.
answered your questions multiple times. I told you I'm sitting in my car.
Okay.
And what's the problem?
I told you there is no problem. I'm asking you what is going on. That's
okay.
It. Second day, same spot, and you don't move for hours.
It's not the same spot.
It is, though.
It's not. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I work from my car on my phone, so what's the problem?
That's all you had to say.
Okay, but now I feel uncomfortable because you're watching me.
I'm not, though.
You watched me last Thursday.
Yeah, because I want to know what's going on. I see the same car in the same spot for hours. For hours.
Okay. I think we know why.
That's not...
Okay.
You're taking it to the next level.
Oh, well, you're rolling up on me like parked in the middle of the street.
Because I want to know what's going on, what you're doing here.
I'm just a girl in my car, bro.
Okay. Same spot as last week.
Okay.
I'm just it.
If I live in the area, I can sit in my car. What's the problem?
Why not sit in front of your house?
Why do I have to sit in front of my house if I'm doing work on TikTok?
But it's a question, though.
If I'm working on TikTok, I can sit anywhere I want. I can go to a cafe and sit in front of a cafe. I can sit on the street if I want to sit on the street.
Okay, so why don't you?
Why don't I? So you're telling me I'm not allowed to sit here?
I'm not saying that, but why here, though?
Why here? It's America. I can park wherever I want.
Okay. What was your name?
Doesn't matter. You're a detective. You can search my plate if you're a detective.
I didn't, though. I don't want to.
You can.
I don't want to, though.
You can.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to.
All right.
I introduced myself. I just want to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, and I don't feel comfortable. So.
Okay. All right, no problem. Have a good day, okay? Enjoy yourself.
I think one thing I just want to say here, if this was in front of this guy's house, then I can completely understand why he's come out to question, hey, what you doing? It's kind of weird that you're sitting here in front of my house in the car for hours on end. But based upon the conversation here, it is made clear, or at least that's how he comes across as, that he just lives in the area, quote unquote. doesn't specifically point out that he lives in the house that she's sitting in front of. Because yes, I would personally find it a bit odd that this person has come for third day in a very small window of time, just sitting there in their car doing something on their phone for hours on end. Can be considered odd behavior, but I don't know if this is the right way to handle that odd behavior, especially if it's not outside of your house. And then saying that you're a detective and all of that is a bit of an odd thing to do. Like in this scenario, I would just call the police like, hey, this guy claims he's a detective and has been stalking me for the past few days, because it's kind of weird behavior. Like, if you're saying you're a detective, maybe at least, like, show your badge and have one or something, just so it's not like you're being a fake cop, because it's just what it feels like. Your behavior is extremely odd in this situation. Here we see the aftermath of a police officer who decided to run through an intersection whilst they had the red light without having their sirens or lights on, nor checking if it was safe, ending up in a car crash with her mother, whose kid's birthday it is today. Here's the clip.
I know Mosley! He was detective of BPD! You are supposed to stop! You're supposed to stop talking in traffic! My daughter was hurt! I was hurt! It's my daughter's birthday! You ruined it! You ruined my daughter's fifth birthday! Let it be hurt! Let it be hurt! She turned 5! She turned 5 today!
But I think she was an emergency.
But she didn't have her lights on until after.
I like how some people are saying, like, oh, if he had his lights on, it would have been A-OK shenanigans. It's like, no. Even if the police officer had their lights on, they still need to slow down, give everyone a chance to realize, oh shoot, there's a cop there, let's all stop and let them through, not just randomly plow through the intersection without any warning, because that is unfathomably dangerous. Like, I've watched emergency vehicles do a lot of work over the years here in Australia, and one of the big things they do, they come up to an intersection, they flag their sirens how loud as they can to make sure everyone knows they're coming, and they roll up, double check to make sure everyone stopped and they can go through safely, and then they go through. They don't just plow through even when they have a red light, because everyone knows that some people aren't going to have fast reaction times fast enough to be aware of a cop that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere, especially when they're speeding off to a certain destination. So you need to conduct these things in a safe way, not whatever the hell this was. Like, even if the cop had his lights on, you still can't excuse that, because they just plowed through the intersection without a care in the world. It is insane, that behavior. Here we find out what happens after a flight gets cancelled when these people have been waiting for over 24 hours since the flight was first delayed.
You said we should shut up?
I want to see what you do.
Yeah, get the up.
Yeah, I want to see what you do.
He's telling us to shut up. After we cancel hours. We messed it up. You can't bully people. No. You can't bully him. Yeah. People don't connect his life. You can't bully people like that. Come on.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you have been waiting a very long time. I understand that you are very upset. This is nothing.
can do is give you guys hotel vouchers for your overnight.
Well, why did you leave it in the morning in the first place? 9 a.m. we were in, you kicked us out. You could have offered hotel right there. It was 4 hours past that time. What was the situation?
People with kids and babies, come on.
This is not right. It's not done here. I want to leave tonight. Come on.
We are under the mercy of what the plan is hired. We are just given the instructions of what.
So whoever's giving instructions, bring that guy here. Bring that guy here.
They're in Dallas. So you want me to bring them in? They're in Dallas. We need a doctor.
Somebody.
This is what's happening. It's been over 24 hours. What's the hour? It's been over 24 hours. Give him room. Give him room. Give him room.
911. Everybody, don't get close. She needs to breathe. Oh my God.
I think this comes down to one very big thing. To me, if you are the one who's making a decision to cancel the flight, you should also be the one to go out there and tell everybody about that. Especially if it's been several hours, heck, even almost a day, because this is going to happen. People are going to be pissed off by no means, because there are now many other things that are stacking on top of the fact that you've just cancelled their flight after waiting 24 hours. Not only were they already going to have to deal with the potential late fee of checking in way later than what they were initially meant to do for a hotel, because not all hotels do have this, but some hotels have a late check-in fee, especially if you're a day late or something along those lines. Some of them can have just an additional fee on top of the check-in. It's on the hotel thing itself because you've checked in late, and then now you've cancelled their flight on them 24 hours after it was meant to be in the air in the first place. Now they're late to certain functions, they're late to this, they're late, like, it's just such a whirlwind of screw around for all of these people. If you're the one who's made the decision to cancel a flight after this long, you should also be the one to go out there and explain it. Not your staff members, because they shouldn't have to deal with the shit that's about to be flung. You should. The guy behind the cameras come down to his car to spot that this guy with his Defender was here swinging his door open like a madman next to his car. When he eventually hopped into his own car and went to talk to his girlfriend who's currently in there, according to her, he actually hit the car with his door, apparently at least once, and so he went to double check the scuff marks. And then when he asked the guy, hey, you hit my car, apparently the guy decided to say that, no, it doesn't matter, my car's better than yours, and now here we are.
Move. Don't move. You just hit my car.
I live in this building.
That's fine. That's fine. No. Yo. Give me a second.
Bro, I'm
open your door.
up.
Don't get loud with me. Don't get loud with me. Don't get loud with me.
What are you doing?
Don't get loud
I have
with
two
me.
little kids here.
That's fine. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just asking you to open your door all the way for a second.
My kids on the corner.
That's fine. You're right here. I'm just asking you.
I'm taking my kid upstairs.
I'm recording you.
I'm taking my kid upstairs.
That's fine. I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
Let me bring my kid upstairs.
That's fine. Take your kid out. I'm not stopping you. Look at this bag.
Okay, back
up. So I'm parked here. I'm parked here legally. And then this guy swung his door open. And when he swung the door open, he scuffed the car right here.
I scuffed
Nothing like that.
I have two little kids.
I'm not doing anything about your kids. It's not about your kids.
I'm trying to get my kids in my apartment.
Dude, off. You hit my car. You're in the wrong. Don't act like you're right. I'm not doing anything with your kids. You're setting a great example for them, though, too.
Yes, because doing stuff for your kids means that you're above the law and you don't have to worry about ever doing anything illegal, because if it's for your kids, it's all good. That's not how that works. Not only are you not in an illegal parking spot, it looks like you've just stopped in the middle of the street, you're also going, by the looks of it, you're intending to take your kids out of the car onto the pavement and probably take them up to the apartment whilst leaving your car parked in the middle of the street, which is totally irresponsible. It's either you're just too lazy to go actually find a car park, or so you're taking your kids up to your apartment. Is there someone else there who's going to look after your kids when you get them up there? Or what's actually going to happen here? It seems a little bit stupid that you're doing this in the first place, but okay. When this lady got home with her food, she decided to check over, and turns out there was some form of issue with it one way or another, and she threw it out, called up the store and asked if she would be able to get a refund, telling them that she has already thrown the food out. Apparently the staff on the phone said yes, they could just come in and get the refund, but now here's what happens when she asks for a refund from the manager.
Cause you steal!
We're not getting refunds, especially with your attitude. Especially when you didn't bring the food back. Have a good day.
I called.
Okay.
She told me to come get the refund.
Use your common sense, or your braids too tight. Have a good day.
You such a rude manager to be a GM.
I surely am.
To be a GM.
I surely am.
You came up here with an attitude.
Actually, I did.
Actually, you did, because I said I came to get a refund, and you said, oh, you're not getting one.
You're not. You didn't bring the food back, so what makes you think I'm... For all I know, you ate it.
I ain't eating nothing.
Okay,
I told her on the phone I threw it in the trash. She still told me to come up here and get a refund, so that's on her.
Okay, that's on her, but guess what?
Okay, so you still supposed to make it right.
Have a good day.
I called and told her.
I'm not making nothing right. Have a good day.
I called and told her. And told her I threw it in the trash.
Have a good day.
Look, as a manager, if one of your staff members has apparently said something, I would go find out whom actually said that, find out what they exactly said, and then if it turns out that they did say they could get a refund by doing blank, blank, and blank, then you should just honor that refund. Yes, it's probably going to cause issues with other things and other that, but that's where you got to do right by the customer, what the customer's already been told by one of your employees, and then it comes down to either they weren't taught these processes correctly by you and you now need to fix that issue, or something else has happened here that shouldn't have and you need to fix that issue. Taking it out on the customer and refusing to give a refund is just kind of the worst way to go about this. I know from experience with fast food restaurants here in Australia, like they just immediately give you a voucher allowing you to repurchase literally everything you brought another time. Like that is the first thing they just end up doing if you have issues with your food whatsoever. And then if you want a refund, you can go down that route, but most people are usually fine after getting a voucher to buy the exact same order you just brought another time.